Hello and welcome to the Legends of Tabletop podcast. We are going to be playing Salvage Union tonight. There is an introductory adventure in the book and also in the quick start, whose name I am not going to attempt to say. I will leave that up to Neil. Take it away, guy.
God damn it. It's a good
Uh,
question.
So I will say we should probably intro characters at some point. So we have all
Do we
the
want? Yeah, I
characters.
think we might need to do intro world question mark, right? And
Sure.
then we'll
Yeah.
do like maybe sort of like what's the world we're in. I'm just scrolling really quickly to look up.
It's like the hellscape of today.
The
Corporate.
name.
Yeah.
So I think it's someone's clever attempt at Atticus. Is that right?
Could be.
Downing of the Atticus, right? But it's like a very like I added extra letters
To make it spacey and cool.
to make it sound spacey and edgy and cyberpunk. So like I feel like I don't know. I don't mind it. But I think it's Atticus. It could be Atychos. But what that I don't know what language does that. I'm gonna say Atticus because I think that's the play. I don't know why that's the play, but
Yeah, fuck it, we'll go with it.
I'm gonna go with Atticus. So yes, Downing of the Atticus. So this world is I don't know if it's specifically Earth, but it's Earth-like, and there was a climate disaster, and now the world's kind of screwed, and there are blanking on the word Arcopolis. Arcologies, like the arcologies so there are like arcologies on the planet that are, as the game describes, like yes, they have food and water and whatever, like you have a relatively stable life, but it's like industrial revolution style hours where they're basically like, well, what's your other option? Like die in the desert. And so like those people are ruthlessly exploited because the rich people are like, well, we're in charge. Like,
So it's like today.
You're describing today.
Yes. Except today, if there weren't land rights, you could theoretically still at least farm your own food for a while, but you can't in the real world in this game. So like 10 years from now. This game is 10 years from now. I'm not that far off, honestly, if you just scaled up the robot dog concept. Like these mechs. Oh, so this game has mechs. That's why I wanted to play it. FYI. There are mechs. It's cool because there's like the pilot and the mech, but they're not like super mechs. They're not like Gundam style. They're not Battletech giant. So they're not like Gundam ninja things. They're like clunky Star Wars style. Sort of like if you take the fucking Boston Dynamic Robo Dog and like scaled that even less fancy, like a salvaged, scavenged version of that. You know, that's kind of what the mechs are, and people operate them. So it's, you know, sort of like that mech suit from Alien, I guess, or Aliens. So yeah, that's sort of the level of tech you're at. The world otherwise is just basically like a deserty hellscape of radiation and whatever. And so there are scavenger camps that sort of live around, and then there are these groups called salvage unions who basically have these like mobile civilization platforms, right? So they're like these giant like Jawa carrier things, right? Where like the whole society lives on that construct. And so that's where you base your operations out of. And sort of the basis of the game is you're a team of salvagers for your salvage union who have to go out every week. You need a certain number of salvage of the same tech level to replace parts that have worn out and like do upgrades. It's like every essentially mission, your goal is to get at least enough to keep your crawler going. And then you also want to get extra cool stuff. So that's kind of the way the game is structured. Each week you go and do a mission. There's like stuff to explore, areas you investigate based on what you're doing. There are like, interactions and things. And then, then you come back and basically have a week where you take all your salvage and like redo your home and improve things and upgrade stuff. So that's the system. Also, sorry. Oops. Because seems like they're common. Jesse probably, are you sure? Like Biotitans and okay, anyway. Yep. So there's not just that. It's not just corporations that are still out salvaging on their own. Corporations send out salvage teams to go get fucking uranium and shit to power their nuclear reactors. So they're out salvaging too. So there's corporate shit going on. There's salvager gangs that run around sort of more loosey-goosey. There's salvage unions that are sort of this band, this community of thousands, usually, that are going around. And then there are biotitans. No one currently knows entirely what they're from, but they're basically biotechnical dinosaur constructs. So they're sort of biological, sort of technological, sort of there was a game back in the day that was based on Norse mythology. It was like technical, and then like the creatures that weren't gods, but they were like the titans, right? It's kind of like that
Horizon.
Kind of it's like
Horizon.
Anyway, but yeah, like there's like so there's giant biotechnological kaiju that run around. And also separate from that, there's a sentient nano-organic species, Borg style, that can infect things and make it its own. Like, it will convert you into its nanoparticle stuff. But it's also like the highest technology you can use because it's like magic to us. It's like such nanotechnology that we don't understand how it's made, but like we can make it repair stuff or like make new things that we couldn't ever do on our own. So it's super valuable, but super dangerous because it can convert you into it. So the goal is to like, neutralize it quickly. So anyway, that's called the Hive. That's also out there.
Isn't that the Meld?
Or the Meld, sorry, the Hive, the Meld. So yes, the Meld is sort of that Borg-esque, but nanotechnology infectious species. So that's out there. That's about it. That's all it is. It's that simple, guys.
Like you roll a d20, that's the whole system.
Yep. And then you roll a d20. There's a lot of stuff going into. Anyway, so at the start of this, so you are part of. I don't think they actually define your crawler because, like, this is meant to be a one shot where, like, you don't need a crawler because that's only after you do stuff. Like your first mission, the crawler doesn't come into play. You've already like left and done. You're on your first mission, and so you need to get. I believe it was 5.
I think it's 5 scrap.
I think it's 5 scrap.
I think 5 is like the standard number, right? Just for like your maintenance.
That's what I thought. I'm gonna find out if my insane solution works.
I mean, for one
Yeah,
shot, I
leave a
don't know if
lot
it
of-
really matters,
So
but
it's gonna leave a dead air. Never mind.
I should just leave the dead air because it's easier to edit out.
I was just about to say, if you just left it dead, you could just truncate silence and it would cut
Yeah.
itself out.
Yeah, well. Look, nobody said I was professional.
I'm failing.
No, they did not.
Wow, it's really not helpful. Anyway, I think it's 5. I wanted to say it's 5, but I
We
think
only
for
got
tech level
Plenty
3,
of room if all we need is 5 scraps.
So that's the problem. Is you need, I believe, the intro crawler. Oh, maybe it's just in the intro game, not the actual core book. Anyway, I think you need level 3 scrap. So it's 3 or 5 level 3 scrap
Ooh,
to maintain your crawler.
5.
Sure, we'll have no problem with that.
I would hope not.
Level 3 scrap hanging around everywhere.
Well, oh, sorry. The scrap level goes from 1 to 6. So, sorta.
Look, we're killing it, guys.
I don't know, man. Sorry. I thought I thought AI was going to solve my problems.
Classic
You
mistake.
and every
Classic
tech bro in the
mistake.
country.
Right?
I wanted to try it, and I didn't. I failed.
I thought that
looked it
AI
up
and crypto was going to just solve it all.
Maybe I'll just ask a simple question. What are the upkeep rules?
I mean, if you mean solving that, like we'll all be dead in 20 years, 100%.
Yeah,
Mission accomplished. That's all I'm saying.
every time.
End all life on the planet, we got it.
Can we cut that down to 10 or does it have to be 20?
I mean, hey. I mean, we might not make the next 4, so.
I know. We're in trouble. Fuck, man. How is it not? Yeah, this book is not.
Look, I'm telling you, there's like 2 pages of rules in the whole book, Neil.
I know, but it's not. Oh, god damn it. There we go.
I think you have them all in this downloadable.
All right, well, you're gonna fucking be so mad. Because the answer is so simple, but I had to actually fucking find that page. The answer is you're a tech level 3 town crawler, and that's a population of 2,000 to 5,000 people. That's sizable. To upgrade to a tech 4, you need 30 tech 3 scrap. For upkeep to not incur a penalty, you need 5 tech 3 scrap. So
I'm sure we'll probably get 30, right? Like, it's fine. It's not like anybody else is out here.
No.
Oh. Well, that will bring you to your scenario briefing. So,
Guys, my
you're
cargo
sat
cap is
down.
32. We can get at least that.
Oh man.
Holy
Wait.
crap. 32?
I mean, that's pretty incredible, actually. Like, that's
with
a
an
lot.
upgrade. I did upgrades, whatever I did.
That
Took it
is
to 30.
over
I mean, that's
5 times more than what I can carry.
We can hold it. We're upgrading everything.
Well, we'll see. So, you're sat down. We're gonna say it's the sort of the scrap boss. I don't know, whatever, foreman, the salvage foreman. It's like he sits you down. All right, well, we got a mission for you all, and sounds pretty lucrative. So I think we got our sights set for our next mission. Turns out a corpo air transport crashed. Belongs to a company called Evantis Industries, and they're known to specialize in heavy mechs, experimental weaponry, real valuable stuff. So air travel's a little dangerous. I don't think they're going to risk too much to get out there too quick, so we have a little bit of an opportunity, and I want you to get out there and get whatever's in that wreckage for us. This is a real chance for us.
Well, how far away is it?
Oh, don't worry. It's we're going to do a hot drop, and then from there, secure your position, and then survey the area. We can give you the closest intel, but we can't drop you straight onto it. You're going to have to fight your way through a little bit. I don't know what else is out there. However, I can tell you this. We have a region map, so I can show you all the areas of interest. We do know that some salvage and recovery team from Evantis will be out for sure. There's also some waste scrappers around Scrapper's Bluff. They don't usually seem hostile, but they're in the area. Raiders do show up occasionally, and it looks like the Atychos crashed over the city of Hope Falls. Ruins of the city. Ain't nothing really there left. But seems like there's multiple parts, so there's probably going to be multiple hot spots you want to check for technology and salvage. The problem is radiation storms are a risk, particularly in the area on the map called the Rad Desert. I guess I should share that.
Is it a storm that brought it down?
What?
A storm, a rad
stone.
storm.
I thought he said a stone, son. I was like,
a rad storm. He's talking about a rad storm. God damn, I hate hot drops.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it was absolutely torn apart in the storm. They usually try to wait for these things to pass, you know? So the fact that they risked it tells me they had to get something real special to somewhere real important. So that's why I'm thinking, as long as we stay out of the Rad Desert, y'all should be fine.
All right.
So your mechs do protect you. All right, am I sharing my screen? So like,
any of us have any
Yes.
suits?
We're only getting about half.
There is, like-
half. Yeah.
so Hope Falls is there. Like, I have to read quickly. There's like a drop spot, I think. So Scrapper's Bluff is where there might be there's people. I don't know. You don't know if they're raiders per se, but I think Hidden Valley is one of your drop points. And then there's this mountain pass, the Rad Desert. I think this protected outcrop is also an optional start. But there's a couple different places you can there's like 2 places you can decide to land. So a mech takes an hour to go each of these lines between places. So any one section to another section is an hour in a mech. It's a day for a person. A Union crawler can go between each point on the region map in a day. They're very slow also. So So radiation storms. Pilots are safe in a mech, but outside you obviously start taking damage. Every time you go between regions, you're going to roll a random encounter, and then things happen there. So the safe deployment area. You do have the protected outcrop as a place. It's ideal for salvagers to deploy in. It's a secluded rocky outcrop. Salvagers can plan their approach and go into the wastes. You assume typically that the Union crawler is off camera and safe, sort of out of bounds. So, like, don't worry about stuff in your scenario being like, they're going to attack the crawler. That's not really, unless it's kind of like Battlestar Galactica, unless it's like a telegraphed moment, like the Cylons aren't really at risk of destroying the Galactica itself, right? So, like, it's sort of like your Union crawler sort of just assume it's safe for the most part, so that, like, you don't worry about it during your mission, right? So the safe point is the protected outcrop. I thought there was this alternative safe deployment area.
You want me to remove the dock? Do we have enough just to see the map? So we're still screen sharing.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I wasn't sure if you wanted to. Yeah.
Anyway, Hidden Valley. So you can do Hidden Valley, and then there's a reservoir. This is all you know. Now you see it?
Dressing.
Oh,
No.
Oh, you beat me to it. Ha!
Yeah, sorry. Put it back up.
Yep.
I like your ranch. It's good ranch.
You have Ranch Central here. This is one. And then there's this mountain pass. We'll look at this. So there's a reservoir here. Scrapper's Bluff is that village of potentially whatever. Highway, Hope Falls, this is where the actual crash site is. You also can come into this protected outcrop where these foothills are, and then the Rad Desert, which is obviously super dangerous. If you drop in the foothills, then you'd be coming up to this sort of area in between the foothills. It doesn't really even have a name, it looks like. I know, you could go to Rugged Foothills, Mountain Pass, Hidden Valley. So anyway, you're trying to get to Hope Falls, and you can go here, or you can go over here.
I mean, if we're hot dropping, anyway, why can't we just get right into Hope Falls? What's wrong with hot dropping if we're going to be hot dropping anyway?
Can't do it. Too dangerous.
Coot, we're not dropping on top of a building. Okay? Just let it go.
Damn it.
This old bastard always just wants to drop on top. They're not going to let you drop on top of a building. Give it up.
The mule, my mule is getting old, and another trip through the Rad Desert. I mean, I don't know, I don't know how long it's gonna last.
Oh, the mule's gonna last. I'm not sure if you're gonna, but the mule's gonna last.
Oh, shut up, Scarecrow! He's just talking all shit all the time. There it is.
Well, if we go to the protected area there up by the Rad Desert, then I mean it puts us close. If we drop into the salad dressing, we gotta go past the scrappers. So we might want to take a more forward position.
I mean, it does, but at the same time, it puts us. All right. So I mean, we need to get some scrap though, right? So I mean, if we gotta get it, then we can either we go to Hope Falls and then we can go back up, or we can try to get some, hope to get something in Hope Falls. But I don't really know if that's going to be happening.
Well, Hope Falls is where we got to get to the crash.
Well, yeah, I know that, but do we really want to be scrapping in Hope Falls?
Oh,
that's where we're going to get all the scrap. That's where the plane went down.
All right. Yeah, good point.
Oh yeah.
Scarecrow, we scrappers.
So the thing is, you either go from Rugged Foothills, and you could, or from Protected Outcrop. You could go through the Red Desert. Wouldn't recommend it either way. But you could go from this protected outcrop to the rugged foothills, which is this, then the highway, and then directly to Hope Falls as the shortest route. But you could still go to Scrapper's Bluff. You could still, or if you go to Hidden Valley, you absolutely have to do Reservoir, Scrapper's Bluff, then highway. So it depends on how quickly. It's fewer moves to get to Hope Falls if you go from this outcrop, but it's more moves, but maybe an advantage if you went to the Hidden Valley. But you could also still go Mountain Pass, then highway. Actually, you don't have to go to Scrapper's Bluff. You could go Hidden Valley, Mountain Pass, highway.
Yeah.
So that's also
I
fast.
know, Coot, I
So
know that you're
this
old.
is literally part of the game is you guys deciding, because where you have options to go is what literally determines what happens in the scenario. So yeah.
Coot,
It's all up to
I know
you
that
guys.
you're old. Dingo, I know that you're scared of your own shadow. But I want to drop into the ranch. I think that we should go through Scrapper's Bluff. We can grab some extra stuff on the way, and then we can hit into the city.
It's just going to take so long. It's going to take it's going to take longer if we take the mountain pass.
Then put a depends on and let's get going.
Damn you, Scarecrow.
Well, I mean, I guess if we go to the valley, we could always go up the mountain pass. I mean, we don't have to hit Scrapper's Bluff.
Dingo, he wants to go to Scrapper's Bluff so bad.
All right, fine.
Scarecrow,
Listen,
I'm
if you don't
agreeing
wanna
with
go, no, if you don't want to take the risk, I know you're you're a little sensitive there. Don't want to get into a scrap. I see it.
What's in Scrapper's Bluff for you?
That's fine.
What's in Scrapper's Bluff for you, Scarecrow?
Scrap. It's kind of in the name.
Oh,
There's a town there. That's where people scrapping in there. That's not.
Yeah.
It's not just made out of scrap, Scarecrow.
I'm thinking
I know
of the
that.
time and the and the delay in order to get to this.
All right, fine. How about this? Compromise. That's when you actually like kind of agree. Like both of you are pissed off at the outcome. Like, so what if we drop into the safe space, and then if we have time, what if we have time after we hit up the city, then we hook a Yui over into the Scrapper's Bluff.
I might be amenable to that if I could get some extra scrap for my mecha pulp.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole point.
Okay. Well, can I maybe get some like level 2 scrap for my mecha pulp?
What is that when you stack one level of scrap on top of another level?
I don't know. I'm just trying to use the lingo that's been established.
Technically, it means fancier, but for some reason, fancier technology hurts more.
You might have my vote to go on through to the scrap place.
It's
If I'm
gold-plated
getting
scrap.
some higher advanced scrap for my mecha pulp, who I haven't named yet.
All right, deal. And he spits in his hand.
Yeah, we do the spit, but my spit's like all dark and gross, and it sticks to you. Like more spit gets you pull your hand away with more spit than I take away.
There's a little stretch between our hands when you pull away. Yep.
It like snaps into your hand. Sorry, Dingo, but he's promised me high level scrap.
So we're gonna go from the Hidden Valley then.
We'll go from if you want, we can go to the protected. We can do the Hidden Valley if you want. We can do the protected land, whatever you want.
Oh, I was promised high level scrap.
Well, I mean, Scarecrow's
High
right.
level scrap.
If we start at Hidden Valley, it gives us more opportunity to look for scrap. 6 of one, half dozen the other. Look, we don't know what time these folks are going to come in and try to pick up their
That's
cargo.
the thing. Yeah.
You want to take extra time? We can take extra time.
There is a corporate retrieval team almost certainly on its way. You would all know that for sure. And those
All right,
are
fine,
not,
Dingo.
I'm just looking out for you,
either
Scarecrow.
way. it's up to you guys. But like, it is not an insignificant fight for them to show up in greater number. So
We could get in, we get out, we could go reverse order. We'll drop off at the protected plateau. We'll shoot down the highway into Hope's, whatever the fuck name of the place is, and then we could backtrack through Scrapper's Bluff and back down to Hidden Valley. They can take us out from there. Get in and out before the corpo show.
True.
Up.
That is. You also need to get to a safe evac zone, so you could evac from there. So that is true.
And they won't think that we'd take the long way out. We have all the advantages.
Deal.
Let's just spit on it. Spit shake.
Not spit. Get out of here with that.
Right, so he like
All right.
greasy, like does his hair up a little bit.
All right. So, you get dropped off at you're doing protected outcrop.
Wait, before there's a cool montage scene of us gearing up and like fucking slapping things in and locking shit down, and there's music that swells and like hair's blowing around as they open up the door and the next fucking drop out.
One of you guys definitely like. One of you guys is like doing a pre-launch mech check with like doing like punch shadow boxing. It's like yeah. You're the best around.
Coot's just stuffing his lip with more tobacco for his rotting mouth, and I'm also taking some scrap level whatever scrap is lying around for the mechapult if we're not going to stop beforehand, because I need to be able to load this thing for the battle.
I don't.
Yeah. What's hanging around? What's hanging around for Coot to just?
You weren't given clearance to
clearance
to get scrap from it. Sorry, like this is if you want to waste scrap, you don't want to know. It's a wink and a nod. It's like if you're gonna waste scrap by fucking throwing it at someone with a catapult, like if it's a tech. But like anything kept in storage though is gonna be like Tech 3 or like stuff they're using. Right? So Tech 1 isn't very useful, so like they're not gonna let you take a Tech 3.
All right, I will take some Tech 3 then. That's a good idea. Good call.
So you cannot requisition it.
I can't.
Nope. I usually like to say yes but there's a point at which I think you're gonna have to get scrap for this absurd scrap cannon thing.
Hey, this guy's telling me I can't get no scrap.
Well, I mean, I told you should have saved some from the last time.
All right, listen to Coot. We'll get some. Pulled down.
Shit, I forgot what I said. The name of the guy. I forgot the guy. Anyway, he's like
his name too, but I'm getting old, so that makes sense.
He's like, we consider you independent contractors, so your scrap has to be provided.
God damn, it's like Uber.
Personally.
It's too much real world shit going on.
I'm sorry, the union and scrap salvage union is symbolic only.
It's almost as bad as archaeology.
Fine. I guess my beautiful mechapult will just go unloaded. It'll just be like a deterrent. It'll be like a bluff. I'll be bluffing out there.
I'm sure if he goes, well, if you're as good as I hear you are, then you'll have plenty along the way.
Well, of course I'll get some along the way, because that's just how good I am.
Well, you fill that thing up. As long as you come back with that hauler full, I don't give a shit how much you throw at your Raiders and Titans and fucking whatever's out there. So yeah, just bring that full. But here's the thing: we need 5. We need 5 critical pieces of scrap. We need motherboards. We need electrical harnesses.
Your mother's aboard. He turns around. He's got the grease stick. He's putting face paint all on, even though he's going to be in the mech.
He bursts out laughing. He's like, ha, 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 that's a good one.
Fucking motherboards, fatherboards, system mother.
So yeah, he's like, this is what we're looking for. So yeah, he's like, that's what we need though. Like, so like, get it, but like, also there should be like primo shit in there. Let's not fuck around. But also, like, I'm not giving you scrap on like a scrap in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
What kind of nonsense bullshit was that? 2 in a bush. No,
You're like, what the fuck's a bush? They don't exist anymore.
There ain't been bushes
The
around
world's-
these parts.
Like, no, yeah, it's like 21 fucking whatever. No one's seen a bush in 100 years.
Listen,
That's
Coot,
what I
we
like.
got to go over the highway. We'll grab you some scrap there. There's got to still be some overpasses and all that kind of stuff that we can pull down and get you some stuff to load that
As long as I can stop and
weird ass
load
thing
up.
up.
As long as I can stop, I'll get some ammo. We'll be fine. Guys, I'm lapsing into Deadlands, and I'm only doing it because when I was practicing this stupid voice, I went into Macho Man Randy Savage like every single time. And now I'm like falling backwards into Deadlands, and I'm sick of it.
That's right.
Sorry,
I was going to do Australia.
I was going to try to do Bronx, but you're going into your Southern. John desperately wants to be Australian, and I can't get mine going either.
It's great. It's great. Let's just orbit around it, and we'll orbit around whatever we're doing, and it'll be amazing. It's going to be fun anyway.
Just imagine I'm speaking in an Australian accent.
Oh, no. I imagine that you were a guy from Connecticut that wants to be Australian. So you've desperately practiced in the mirror an Australian accent, and this is the best you can come up with.
Park the car in the yard.
It's better than my Boston accent.
So anyway, I turn around and I put the stuffed koala in the seat next, before I climb in, or on the dashboard so he can look out.
Oh,
I like it.
He's got his own
right.
little swing stuck to the window, and I just kind of sit him in there.
Nice.
that's awesome.
So I'm guessing your golden is to go to the rugged foothills that's toward the highway. That's the way. That's the most. It's either the Rad Desert or the rugged foothills. So I assume you're using rugged foothills.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, I don't think I could survive another trip to the Rad Desert. Oh.
All right. So this is as you head. That takes about an hour. So as you're going, I assume you're all in your mechs to start. I assume there's no reason for you to be walking this.
Oh no, I'm on foot.
All right, then it takes you a day.
And you're dead.
So that's the thing. So then
I guess I'm taking point because the Hussar can move 2 additional range bands on its turn as a free action. So I assume I'm ahead of them scouting since that's my
that makes
thing.
sense.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Do we want to put?
So
do we want to put Dingo up front, Scarecrow in the back, and we can throw the Coot in the middle? Because I've got a 50 cal on me, so I can at least do some coverage. So,
yeah, you probably don't want your cargo hold to be in the back either, right? So you probably went in the middle.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
We don't have, speed or anything, do we?
Don't have what?
Like a speed. Like we're all pretty much the same speed.
Yeah, it's all same thing. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So let me ask you this, because this I don't remember. Structure points, energy points. So if I were to spend 2 energy points, it takes my heat from 0 to 2. Is that correct?
And then you have to make a roll.
Yes. Then you have to make a roll to see if you fail your heat check, which is based on how much heat you've accumulated.
So you have to roll under to fail?
Over. You have to roll over.
No, that doesn't
Yeah,
make
if you
any
roll
sense.
under,
'cause
you
it-
would fail. Yeah.
Under
Yeah,
to fail.
under to
Yeah.
fail.
Otherwise,
It's like
you would
2
fail
heat.
automatically.
Yeah. No. 2 heat, you would roll. You have to roll 1 or 2.
Okay. All right. Fair. I mean, I don't think I want to do it yet necessarily, but just so that
Sure.
I'm looking at some of my abilities here.
Yep.
And I don't think I want to do that yet.
I mean, yeah. So you're all in your mechs, presumably, because it's insane otherwise. So tattered scrub and shrubs cling to the rolling foothills that lead to a vast mountain range above. So you're going through these sort of foothills at a pretty good clip. Among the foothills, you hear a loud guttural roar. Do you guys actually just everyone give me an observation? Just give me a D20 observation check.
That's a 2. I'm glad I did not spend any of those fucking points.
Oh, and a 3.
Wow, you guys are really not.
I got a 7. Did that? This is just
What does a 7 do?
Does
a
mine
core
have
mechanic.
all the numbers? I can't tell.
Seven's a
core
tough
mechanic.
choice.
Seven's a tough choice. Must choose between succeeding with a consequence or failing without an additional consequence.
I see it.
Oh.
I wasn't wearing my glasses, so it just looks like a fuzzy thing or whatever.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so here's the question. Do you want to see exactly what it is and make eye contact? Or you glance and you think you kind of see something, but you're not sure and you don't really pay attention?
I think when given the choice between eye contact or no contact, it's always better to say eye contact. So I make deep,
Especially
luscious-
with Coot.
Yeah, Coot eye
I
contact.
think Coot always makes eye contact.
Eye contact. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So just beautiful
No,
eye
that nope.
Yeah, no. I gotta say it out loud though, but no, it's no.
I respect that.
You make eye contact with a large mange-covered bear creature that looks mutated and pissed.
Ooh.
It definitely is the sound that it stands up and roars at you. Another stomps out from the tree line and stands and roars. What would you like to do?
And this is exactly why I need scrap from my mechapult when we're going out into the waste. These motherfuckers will just fucking give me this scrap.
Coot, what are you talking about?
The bears.
Bears? Just starts looking around.
So did we like have a moment or anything when we made the eye contact? There was no like.
The eye contact was like if you
Can I roll
stare
for
it
a
down. Well, no. Your consequence is your
Yeah.
consequence is
We now know each other's deepest, darkest.
they
secrets.
now seem not like you got their attention.
Okay, I've challenged them. That's what it is.
And the question is the question is, but they are wasteland bears. So there's that, and you're like in mechs, so
Yeah,
there's
let's
that. But at the same time, yes, they were gonna pass by because maybe they were intimidated, but then you're staring them down. So now they're like, "What the fuck, bro?" So now it's up to you guys. What do you do? So now, yes, the two of you notice Coot is like, "Oh fuck, bears, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!" And there's 2 giant wasteland bears. They are just currently sort of standing and roaring, like, "Get the fuck out of my territory" type roar.
Come on,
I'm
Coot,
trying to-
just keep going.
I'm trying to find. No, there's bears there.
They ain't gonna bother you. What are they gonna do? Eat the metal?
That's a good point.
I don't think that the bears have scrap in them.
Everything's got scrap in them.
That's a better point, actually. They're not biotitan bears. They're just bears.
It's bio scrap, biological scrap. There's like bones and shit inside those things.
It looks like it's got mange.
Yeah, they're pretty
Definitely
fucked up
me.
and irradiated. They're not great. They're not doing good.
So can we just walk back? Can we just keep walking? That's a good.
I don't
point.
know. Here's the question: Do you? No, that's my question. Do you keep walking?
I'll admit to thinking I was like out exposed, not in the mech for a second. But now if I'm
You're
in
in the
mech,
middle.
I don't know if I give a shit about 2 mange bears. I'll just step on
You're-
it with my mech.
You're in the middle of 2 other mechs. You're in the middle while they're protecting your fore and flank. So yeah, like you're or fore and aft, whatever.
All right, well,
so yeah, you're.
Dingo, there's bears out there, mange bears. So you tell me.
Listen, Coot.
Yeah.
Either ask the bear out or let's get moving.
I'm not talking to bears. I'm not asking the bear. What are you talking about? I don't talk to bears. I don't want to ask a bear out.
All right, then let's go.
That's silly. Who would ask a bear? Who would do that?
Well, stop making
you.
love and eye contact with it, and
Certainly
let's
not
go.
me. I would never do that.
So I stop and wait for him to catch up since I'm further ahead. And he does, the mech does bring up the rifle, or if it's got like if I'm shooting from inside and it's got a port or whatever, like he is queuing up a shot just in case. But I'm encouraging them to continue.
I take the crusher arm and I like poke Coot in the back.
What the
Like go.
God damn. Fine. All right, we go.
Yeah, as you hustle him along, the bears continue to either stomping, sort of whatever. They roar a couple times, and then once you start seeming to move away from them, they kind of buck a little, and then just sort of back away and move back into their territory.
Sure, those won't biomechanical bears.
See, I told you just got to leave them alone. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, I guess nothing. Fine.
Good catch though. I missed him. It must come out after I went through.
Yeah, you gotta pay more attention. You're like scout, right? Yeah.
Something. I don't know. Let
Whatever.
me check my character sheet.
I must have missed him because your fat ass was in the way.
God damn it, Scarecrow! Because we all have cameras that are pointing at us in our cockpits, right? So we can see each other. Isn't that how that works?
Probably.
Yeah. So we can flip each other off and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what our comm system is.
Yeah. It's
We're all on Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah. All right. So you guys keep moving, and then I'm gonna need a D20 roll from one of you.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, Jesus.
14.
Which one of
There
us
you
has
go.
the best nothing to add to it?
Okay.
14's a success.
Hell yeah.
You so you show up as you're going through the foothills. The bears kind of freak you out, but you're on sort of closer watch after the bear scenario, since neither of you did seem only one of you seemed to notice it. That's probably not great.
Dingo's
So you're
actually
keeping a
paying
little
attention now.
Yeah, you're a little closer, paying a little closer attention, and you notice an encampment buried in sort of some trees and foliage as you're walking by. There are a bunch of dead wasteland creatures that you can see. There are a couple of dead bears and some other wasteland animals that have sort of gotten looks like killed as they've gotten closer to the encampment. It doesn't look occupied currently.
I think we should probably I could scan it if you want. See, they may have some sort of looks like they got some kind of perimeter set up here. You see all them dead bears and other things that happen to come up on here.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, I can only do this a couple of times. All right.
Scare the fucker, Dingo.
Well, I'll say, oh, hold on. And is there any like rubble or even like a rock, like a bigger rock or rubble or anything like a downed tree or anything like that around here?
For what purpose?
Something I can pick up and throw.
Well, sure, you could do that. Yeah, there's a
All
rock or a tree. You could definitely find a tree. You could pull up a young tree and throw it.
Well,
Sure.
yeah.
You know what throws things? My Mechapult.
Not right now.
God damn it!
Unfortunately, wasteland bears don't count as scrap. Sorry.
Yeah, man. It specifically says scrap in the description. That's bullshit. I can put a boulder in there.
So yeah, I'm gonna kind of like
I would too.
pull a little tree out of the ground and then just like whoop and like flick it towards where all like the dead bears and stuff are.
Tents and stuff. Sure.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
I don't want to like hit the base. I don't want to hit that, but I want to like throw it near
Sure.
there.
No, nothing happens.
No perimeter. We're good.
All right. You sure you don't want me to
go
scan
in?
it?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. I take a couple of cautious steps forward.
Okay. You start moving toward, as you get toward the encampment, it seems like it is currently abandoned.
Yeah.
It does. You could.
Is there like
there
a perception check kind of thing to like suss out what's going on here, or like a?
Yeah, it's called the D20.
Yeah, there is a D20. I can use that for you, but I will say, in the area that you can notice, there's a supply of 5 Tech 1 level scrap that you could probably pull from this encampment alone. There also seems to be an intact 50 caliber machine gun system. It looks like it's currently set up as an auto turret, but can be repurposed for mech use, you would imagine. So there is salvage supply and a gun system currently salvageable. You don't see any indication. You have no idea when whoever this base this is will return.
Hey, Coot, look, there's some scrap right over there.
Yeah, I was just looking through my shit to see if I had, because like we want that gun system, right? But we want it intact, right? Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, we could salvage that, right? I mean, it's not any better than old Bessie here.
who the fuck's old Bessie?
My rifle.
Right, I knew that. Stupid Coot, you knew that. I'm trying to see. There's like a thing. I've got a. So are we gonna do like an area salvage right here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. So when
You're going to area salvage, and I believe it is.
Oh, there it is.
And that's something we can all do, right? By default, since we're all salvagers?
I think because you're all salvagers, you all have. I think you should all have.
Yeah.
Area salvaging as of an ability. I believe so.
So when you area salve, this is a passive. You gain 1 additional scrap of the tech level of the area, and always find at least 1 scrap. So if you roll a 20,
Yes, you can do better.
Yeah, so you find an additional mech chassis, system, or module of the tech level of the area in the damage condition. This is chosen randomly or by the mediator. So that's a passive thing. So then, so the other part of that is there's like a 1 AP free action called mech salvage. So like when you salvage, so is this a mech?
This is not a mech.
It's not a mech.
Correct.
Okay.
This is an area. Correct.
It's an ability
Yes,
I can activate to like salvage the chassis or an attached system or module. So if there was some risk, never mind. I thought if there was some risk of losing the gun system if we didn't roll high enough, I was thinking of activating
No.
that,
It's just available. There's just There is just a gun system. That's something you take. But then area salvage, I believe, does have some time factor to it. I thought it was like an hour for a mech.
It takes a short action to perform an area salvage.
And I
About
think
10
a
minutes.
short action's 10 minutes.
Yep.
So then,
okay.
As a
So-
pilot,
you-
it takes a long action, which is an hour.
Oh, okay. So as a mech, it's 10 minutes. As a person, it's an hour. Okay. So 5 would take, and there's 3 of you, so that would take 30 or 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 25 minutes.
well, if we all search together, it would be 10, right? I mean, we're all searching at the same time. Right, if it takes 10
5.
minutes in a 10 minutes in a mech.
10 minutes in a mech to get one with a chance of 2.
Oh, I
So-
got because you have a supply level and a tech level, right?
I have a supply level, tech level 1, supply level 5. So you can salvage 5 times.
Right. Okay.
So,
yeah, I mean, I
what
guess
do you
we can,
guys
then,
would you like to? Yeah, if you would like to salvage, then you all do 1 salvage. So that's give me a salvage roll. That's anything under a 20
God
is
damn
just
it.
1 scrap.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, you get a scrap of tech level 1.
Okay. So 16 for Coot.
Scrap level 1.
So, but I do
One.
I get 1 additional scrap of the tech level. So do I get 2?
Is that an ability you have?
So area salvage passive for my expert salvager ability. When you area salvage, you gain 1 additional scrap of the tech level of the area.
All pilots have that.
If you
Okay.
all pilots, if you roll a 20 when you area salvage, you find an additional mech chassis system. So that I didn't roll a 20, I rolled a 16. So it sounds like I get 1 extra.
Oh,
scrap.
no, that's right. So you are, so if you all should have area salvage, it says all pilots should have this. So area
Yeah.
salvage, it does matter. So you have to get at least 1, but a 6 to 10 is 2 scrap. A 11 to 19 is 3 scrap of that area, and a 20 is you get a chassis, a system, or module at that tech level, which is actually even more powerful. So it does actually matter. So what were the rolls again? You got a 4, John?
I got
That's
a
just
4,
that
yeah.
is 1 scrap. Someone got a 14?
I got a 16.
16. That's a 3 scrap of tech level 1.
So then with my area salvage passive, I would get an extra 1.
I think because, John, you're an actual salvager, aren't you? Like, class-wise?
Hauler.
Yeah.
A hauler.
You would. Oh, hauler. Yes.
Yeah,
I
so this is
believe-
on page 40. It's the salvaging tree, expert salvager. So I don't know if I'm like I don't know if that exists outside of the role. It just seems to me it seems to say I get 1 extra scrap. So I want to know if I'm reading it wrong so that I understand what like
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what it's called again.
expert
Yeah.
salvager.
When you area
expert
salvage, you
salvage.
gain 1 additional scrap.
Yeah, you would just get gain additional bypass the roll die when salvaging. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so you just get an extra tech 1 scrap onto your whatever you rolled.
Okay,
Right.
so
We're at
So-
5 total so far.
I got 4 then because if I with the
We're
16 it was
we're
3.
still at 5.
Yeah, you got.
You got a 1?
Ah.
I got a 1.
Nice.
Okay. Okay.
I grabbed him up. I
you-
grabbed him up too quick for you, Scarecrow. Sorry.
So
I'll leave
you
some-
grabbed- You grab all the salvage that you can grab. And
Listen, I
the
can make
machine
shit
gun.
out of it, but I'm not good at finding it.
Well, I'm using all of it for my mecha pull.
Does
All
the
right,
gun
so
count as
now-
a separate salvage piece?
It's a system, but you don't have to take 10 minutes to do it. It's just already there, I would
Yeah.
say. So
Okay.
yeah, I gave you that for free, so you got that.
Would I have an advantage by having 250 cals?
Dual wielding.
I do have correct me if I'm wrong, but on the sheet, the triangle is how much space that takes up, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool. So right now I'm taking up 12 out of my 15. So technically I could have a second 50 cal.
I think there is a mount weapon roll, like a field mounting a weapon.
Unless you're a magpie, unless you're in the magpie, which can hot
Oh.
and mount.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great question. Like, let me see.
I think it would kind of look cool if I had dual 50 cals anyway.
Yeah, like a Blastoise with like 2 cannons over each.
You know, it's funny you say it because I have the hydraulic crusher arm,
Nice.
and so I was kind of picturing them almost like a crab anyway. How they have the one really big claw.
Yeah.
Nice.
Too big. How are they moving that claw? It's too big.
I don't know how multiple weapon systems would actually matter.
Like if you get more than one check, yeah, I don't know.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it
do it
doesn't-
for the cool factor regardless, and then maybe like if one jams, then I have a backup just in case.
All right, so you got that.
I don't know how you get weapon links.
Yeah, we just do it.
Yeah. Oh, it is a system.
Is it really?
So
It is, yeah.
theoretically, you would have. Oh yeah, so there is a weapon link 50 cal machine gun times 6 for the Atlas. So you could weapon link them to fire at the same time.
Just not
Theoretically.
right now.
Wow.
It's a technology 1, space 1. Space 1 though, and then 3, whatever that must be heat.
3 salvage. So the
3
gear is
salvage.
salvage. Yeah.
Okay. So
So you'd have to dump something, I think.
well, no, because that would put me. I'm at 12 right now.
Space.
Yep.
The 12 space. The 50 cal is 2. That would put me up 14.
Oh,
and I
and then
have a
you
max
weapon
15, so that would max me out.
That is true.
And I
the
do
question
have
is-
the ability Mechgiver, where I can craft any system or module,
That's
and I
beautiful.
just need to
what?
spend 1 scrap.
You would
God
take any of
damn
this
it.
scrap. No, I'm not giving up any of this scrap.
Coot, just give him the scrap. It gives him an extra
ain't getting
gun.
Shit.
You almost got eaten by a bear.
Just, all right,
You
listen,
would
You told me I was safe in
You
the
would-
injectable
Can we
thing.
you would essentially
I'll owe you one.
upgrade your
I'll
mech
owe
with
you.
double. Yeah, you know.
You owe me?
Like,
You owe
that
me
is
one
pretty
scrap.
badass.
I will get you that extra scrap. If I'm gonna take a scrap, I'm gonna give it to you.
Right, but
Okay.
you're gonna give me 2. You're gonna give me 2 though because
All right,
I'm
fine,
an
I'll give you
expert
2.
area salver. You owe me 2.
God damn!
All right,
I'll
you
give
take
you 2.
one
Guys are
scrap.
ruthless.
Scarecrow, you didn't even find any scrap.
That's true.
I was
want
watching
3
your back.
scrap.
Clearly, you're
want
not doing
3.
it.
3
I
fucking
got
scrap.
one.
Oh, so hold on. We're divvying this up like we're all keeping whatever scrap we find, or are we all throwing it into the hauler?
Oh, you have to. Okay. Basically, you guys would be utter failures if you don't provide. None of this
Well, that's
matters.
just uncalled for.
This, I'm just saying, this is tech level 1 scrap. You need 5 tech level 3 scrap.
Well, we're gonna get that in the town. That's
The
fine.
Scarecrow
I
could
know.
just
That's
make-
what I'm,
Scarecrow can
that's
make,
what
like,
I'm
2 of
saying.
these
I'm just
level
saying,
3s.
like, none of this matters to your crawler. This is all for you guys.
This is
So,
why
like,
one shots aren't possible because we're gonna argue over these 5 pieces of level 1 scrap for about 25 more minutes.
It's okay. It's okay.
So
What
if
you
I
are here
found
for,
4
theoretically.
and Dingo found 1, is Dingo? Are you keeping yours? Or are we throwing all 5 onto?
I'll give it to Scarecrow so he doesn't have to take any of your scrap,
you
Coot.
passed my deal. You fucked my deal up. Damn
Look,
it, Dingo.
It makes him better at doing, I mean, whatever it is that he does. But at least I have 2 guns on him.
Never fuck with a scrapper.
I mean,
deal.
it is-
Never fuck with
it
a
is-
Damn it.
Yeah.
And
Oh
Coot
wait.
starts like muttering to himself on the comms, and then just like trails
Weapon
off.
links are hot, by the way, by like something. So like heat spike
Yeah.
and hot is a thing. So yeah, you will have to deal with it. Anyway, but he has 2 guns now that can fire at the same time,
It's
like a
awesome.
fucking badass. So there's that.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with an empty fucking mechapult that cost me an arm and a leg just to fucking get on my ship.
All right.
It's not.
You got
you
4
still-
scrap,
You
Coot.
still have 2 scrap in there, Coot.
2.
Look
I
at
got
how
4
much
scrap.
scrap.
scrap you still have in that thing.
I got 4 scrap in here because Dingo just fucked up our deal by giving you 1 scrap.
Well, there we go.
So I'm getting fucked in this deal. Now, Dingo, now you owe me 2 scrap.
What? No way.
Guys, this is what
I saved you from those bears.
This is what a longer game would be. Would just be us, like arguing.
It's us arguing
over
constantly.
Scrap. And I'm kind of digging it. sorry, Neil.
No, I'm reading what we should. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's give me a D20.
Who?
Everybody, 1 person.
1 person. Sorry, 1 person.
No.
I'm too upset to
I'm
roll.
writing.
I
I'll
got
let
fucked
one of
out
you
of
do it.
11.
Scrap.
11. You travel safely to your next location. The question
I am
is,
on
where are you
point.
headed?
Yes. Yeah.
Are you doing the highway, or are you doing? So the highway is the most expedient toward the city, or are you doing the mountain pass?
Did we forget to get the ranch dressing from the Hidden Valley
We're going to do that
No,
on the way
there's-
back.
on the way back? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So you want to go highway, I would imagine then.
I think so. Right? Because that's the only place down from where we're at, right?
Oh, there's okay. Sorry.
There's a highway, then that took us right into the Hope Valley, isn't it? Or am I forgetting that?
Well, no. So like you went from here, rugged foothills, and this is a terrible map because it's behind
Hold on,
by
hold
2
on, let
pages.
me-
So, like you went up this way to this, which is the
Mhm.
rugged. This is what you just finished. So you can go up to the mountain pass, or you go to the highway. This is directly west, and then you go Hope. So if you
Okay.
can go highway directly to Hope Falls, or
Yep.
you'd go mountain pass, Hidden Valley.
I
all
was
the way.
promised
Which
that
is
the
crazy.
highway.
So you want highway, right?
Neil, can you do dual view
Oh, yeah,
in your
yeah.
PDF reader?
Oh,
Yeah, change your
Oh,
view.
probably.
And it'll put the 2 of them right next to each other.
I mean, I have it up too. I could always share my screen instead.
There we go.
I'm kind of
God
digging like
damn it! Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
God, what the fuck?
Here, look, I'll do mine. I'll do mine. Hold on.
I'm kind of digging the
I love it.
simplicity of the map though, like the way that's like each.
No, that's what I
like
that's
that.
what I kind of like.
that.
It's just like,
Yeah.
but here's the thing: like, I had you roll to see like what happens in between because there can be good
Yeah.
or bad things.
Yeah.
So,
There
like,
you go.
There we
Look
go.
at that. Now that.
So you're at Rugged Foothills. The idea would be to go to Highway and then Hope Falls and then backtrack as
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want. Yes, that's the
Yeah,
goal.
Coot, look.
I got
all
the
this-
taste of scrap in my mouth now, Dingo.
No, I mean that's good, right? You got some scrap to throw. Look, let's hit the highway and head over to Hope Falls. We'll salvage what we can, and then we'll shoot out to the Hidden Valley on the way out.
All right, because I'm not going back to the crawler with an empty hold.
No, look, we got to get at least five scrap at Tech 3. I mean, we got to find that ship. They said broke up. We'll grab all the scrap we can, and then we'll shoot out of here, right?
I mean, come on, Scarecrow can turn like 8 level 1 scrap into like 6 level 3 scrap, can't you?
I don't think
Isn't
you
that
know
part of
how
your-
this works.
Is that part of your deal? I mean, I just pick it up and deliver it. I don't know what happens to it after that. I'm either picking it up, delivering it, or I'm shooting it with my mecha pole.
All right, are we good then? We're gonna head down the highway.
Let me think. Is there anything else I need to argue about?
I love
Weather?
that you're like, I have a checklist. Nope,
I think I-
can't argue about that.
I
Can't
think
argue
I'm
about that.
good.
God damn it.
I think I'm good. Carry on.
All right. You guys
All right, I have a
made-
question. How does my gun function? Is it's my gun, so it's got to be like out the canopy?
Yes, you have to have some. I mean, it doesn't have to be an open canopy per se, but you'd have to have some
Right,
sort
but
of
it's got
notch
like
or
a-
like work. Yeah, you have some sort of like embedded something. I assumed it would be like some kind of cool technological hack of like,
Mhm.
you know, like having some sort of like swivel port thing or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
something
yeah.
cool that you
Okay.
could like. But you basically have your gun that you mount, and then like I guess some way to maybe like, oh, maybe we just say it's like a cool like you have a barrel that's mounted to the mech that you like plug the gun port into, but then like you're actually you know take it off and then put your real barrel on when you're out of the mech or whatever. I don't know. That could be. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, I like a swiveling kind of whatever out the, like reinforced cutout that gives me
Yeah.
ability to like swing.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I
no,
was
so
thinking.
Dingo's gun is like a mech killer, right? Like this isn't meant
Yeah.
for people.
It's
This
like
is meant for,
No,
It's like
it'll
a
kill
50
people too.
I mean, it
well,
will.
yes, you can kill. It's
It
like,
will.
oh no, I can kill a
It
person
very
too.
much will. It very much
It's like
will.
shooting
a lot.
somebody with a 50 cal. They just turn into
Yeah.
No, I was saying, like, how
Yeah.
big is
Turn
this
into
thing
dust.
that you can take
No,
down
it's
mechs
no,
with
it's
it?
like a 50. No, it really is like a 50 cal or more, basically. Whatever is
Yeah.
stabilized
Yeah.
in this future tech, but it's basically a 50 cal or equivalent.
So
This
basically,
ballistic
you have in your hands what I currently have mounted on my sides.
essentially.
Nice.
These motherfuckers getting their big guns, and I got shit over here.
Look, you got 4 scrap. Don't
that's
waste
like-
it.
I've already got it loaded into the damn Mechapult Dingo.
All right. Look, maybe we can find some level 2 scrap. Who knows?
I'm just kidding. I can't load 4 scrap in there. There's only 1 in there right now.
Well, yeah, you don't want to waste it. One at a
I
time.
can't- Yeah, one at a time. One at a time. All right.
All right, so you go from the foothills. You see this ruined highway carving its way through the foothills into more of flat plains. There's scrapped and abandoned wreckage of just ancient vehicles all across. As you can step over them or crush them. It doesn't look like there's much to pick apart here. However, as you can see, coming down as there's sort of an interchange area between sort of highways meeting up, you see what looks to be someone being chased by a band of people. It looks like it's probably traders being chased by bandits is your first guess.
Oh, what the fuck's going on there? We don't want that.
Like
So
traders.
then the question is, what do you do? There's currently a chase
Coming down this way.
coming down toward you.
Kill the traders.
It looks like you could intervene if you want.
So we're both kind of coming down like this, and then looks like people are being chased, essentially.
Yeah, so people it looks like are being chased from maybe they're coming from the mountain pass per se, and they're getting chased down like as this. They were going to go maybe towards Scrapper's Bluff, and so you're coming, and you sort of see that like there's a merge.
So they're coming
Or
down from
whatever.
this way here.
They're coming that way, and you
Okay.
see a caravan. It seems being chased by bandits or raiders. And so the question is, do you do any, like, you're not obligated to do anything about it. You could just keep going your way.
So I spin around and I'm like, hey, if these guys are going back to Scrapper's Bluff, I know Scarecrow, you're all hot and heavy to get in there. If we help these guys out, they may help us out.
Might take the heat off of us once we actually go up into the bluffs.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm thinking.
Coot has already launched his mecha pole.
And you hear both 50 cows go.
It's deafening.
All right.
Our chassis are like rumbling. Like, oh, Jesus Christ.
And we get a clear sense that it's a caravan being chased by what are essentially raiders, right? Like they're
You're
at
pretty
first blush.
sure that's
Yeah,
it would be very.
We've been out here.
Yeah.
We should be able to. I mean,
Yeah. It looks like
Raiders.
Raiders. It's definitely like all of them have metal spikes welded to football shoulder pads. They all
There's
have,
another
They're
guy
having
with a
a shitty
mohawk like
season
mine.
too. So let's
they have-
put them on.
everyone has S&M outfits on. It's very
Nice.
clearly a Raider band, like we all know.
Okay, sweet. Yep.
So okay, if you want to attack, I assume you're attacking the Raiders then.
Yes, correct.
And then you would also we need to roll initiative. So it's a group initiative. Let me double check.
Who wants
We
to
haven't
roll?
done that.
Who hasn't rolled yet? I don't think Coot's rolled yet.
All right, I'll roll. I'll roll with my pixels glowy thing. Initiative. Whoop. 16.
Nice.
Ooh, that seems pretty good. All right, rolling initiative. You roll a single d20, and then I'm gonna do a d20, which I don't have ready. Let me get to roll 20.
It's a pretty good omen from the pixels dice.
All right, so I need 2 d20s because I need traders and so
Are they traders to our crawler?
No.
Traders.
traders D.
Stupid idiot.
Oh, so in this case, the caravan got a 19.
Nice.
Nice.
So that is.
Red laser.
This says you just go in turn order. Is that true?
We go back and forth, right? So if they're first, so say the Raiders got a win, right? So the caravan would go first, then we would go, and then it loops around.
All right. So the caravan is gonna it's gonna try to outmaneuver them and try to head toward. They're gonna make a break for now that it seems like maybe the Raiders have noticed you. They're at least now there's a 3-way battle, so they're gonna try to just get distance. So I'm gonna roll their d20 and see what they roll.
In the meantime, I'm gonna throw open the comm and see because I'm a former wastelander, right? So try to flip through a couple of the common channels to see if anybody picks up and say, hey, friendly to the Raiders. Right, caravan being followed, friendly, before we start shooting, right? So we don't want to get shot by them.
Hmm.
To the Raiders?
To the caravan.
No, to the caravan.
Because I'm a former wastelander, right? So
I gotcha.
I don't know if there's a couple of common frequencies that people in the wasteland would use. Like he's gonna real quick, right? I think it's a free talking, whatever's a free action, just kind of flip,
Yeah. You get so just by the way, the trader caravan, there's a long saddle pattern gopher, and 2 hauler pattern mules. So obviously,
Oh,
like big hauler mechs, and then the raider band looked like a butcher pattern thresher and 3 buzzard pattern mazonas. So they are equipped, and the traders respond, hello friend, any help would be appreciated. We're on our way to the bluff. I don't know if we can hold them off much longer.
We're on it.
So they're going to actually, let's see, they have, I don't know if the gopher even has, like, I don't know if the haulers even have weapons.
right.
Let me double
Sorry,
check.
what did you say the raiders were? They were 2 hussars and what else?
Nope.
No, a
thresher.
thresher and 3
Oh,
mazonas.
Oh, okay.
So that would be, God damn it. This is like ridiculous. Gopher, it does have a mining laser. Does it say which one?
It depends on which pattern it is.
It does.
The long saddle. It's got a long barreled green laser. It also has a
Okay.
chaff launcher. So if they're using missiles, I guess that would
Yeah.
help.
And
I
then
guess
the
depends on what they're
mule-
using.
God damn it. The mules are. I think they're just haulers. Hauler pattern mules. Does the hauler pattern mule have any?
50 cal machine guns.
Oh. All right. Well, then I guess they're going to take some shots too, because I don't want them to not do anything. It wouldn't make any sense. So, yeah, they have 50 cals. All right. Sure. So they're all going to take their shots at. I guess they're going to go for the Mazonas.
Okay. Mazonas, if they're standard out of the box, they have 5 structure points.
Yeah, they're buzzard patterns. They have flamethrowers and a weapon link, but nothing else really. And so you hear over the loudspeakers like, surrender your goods and we'll let you go with your lives. And so, then the mules are going to unload. So let me just roll 3 attacks. Why not? 3d20. Oh my god. Oh no.
Is it good?
One
Is what happened good?
5.
Oh boy.
Like, I did forget that Roll20 hates me
Yeah.
and wants to destroy me. Oh no.
So here's the good thing. That's a cascade failure on a 1. So something has gone terribly wrong. You suffer a severe consequence of the mediator's choice. When attacking, you miss the target and suffer a setback chosen by the mediator.
I feel like it's over at this point.
No, I think at that point, the 2 haulers fire their 50 cals, and there's a misfire, and the gun, both of them are now jammed, and they're going to take a turn to unjam.
Oh, I thought it was okay.
And then the 5 is still a fumble. So that is shit. What's the consequence of core rules? equals is that tough choice? What did I say
Nope.
it was? A 5.
Says you
Failure.
have-
Oh,
yeah.
still a setback. When attacking, you miss the target. So it misses. The other 2 jam. That's not great. Now it's up to you guys. The trade caravan, you hear them through the radio just mixed like, God damn piece of shit.
I will shoot at the thresher.
Okay.
Motherfucker, it's a 3. God, fuck this game.
Well, don't forget to add your. Oh,
There's
Wait,
nothing to add. It's a failure.
Yeah.
You have failed at what you were attempting to do. You face a setback of the mediator's choice when attacking.
I think attack is just missed. Yeah, attack
You
you
just
just missed. Yeah. Yeah. So
God damn, I
Alright.
can't get a beat on him.
they're moving.
I
too
actually do need 2 D20s now that I have 2 weapons.
fast. Ooh. Don't worry, Scarecrow's gonna end this shit right now.
Well, so now it flips back, so
All
it'll probably
right.
be the Raiders then,
Oh.
Yeah.
right?
Watch the kickback on.
I thought it
250
was the whole group. No.
No, I think it goes back and forth.
Well, shouldn't I have done one of the thing instead of all of the
Oh, yeah, probably, yep.
right?
Well, we know what's going to happen then.
We are clairvoyant in the wastes.
Oh, okay, so 1 jammed, then
I miss.
you miss, then Raider goes, yes. So the whatever it's called is gonna go.
Thresher.
No, well, no, I think I'm a zone up.
Zona.
They're gonna go with their flamethrowers, I guess. I don't know what flamethrowers are really gonna do, but we'll find out. But it's got a linked one. But I think you still just do a 1d20.
What did the Raiders end up rolling for their initiative?
19.
Oh, okay.
No, the Raiders got a
Or
the
no.
Raider. That was
Traders.
the Traders. The Raiders
Yeah.
got like a 5.
Okay, so for the initiative table on a 5, all right, yeah. So 1 NPC chosen acts first, then play passes to the player group, and 1 pilot. Okay, yeah, so they're good.
Yeah, it goes
It's
back
technically a
and forth.
fumble. Yep.
Ooh, 16.
Yep. Uh-oh.
That's
Just success.
gonna be... I don't know what the damage of a flamethrower is.
Oh, give me a second.
Sorry.
I should have stayed on that page. I was looking up the initiative thing too.
Flamethrower. Damage 1 SP. So, and a burn of 1 overheat. So, it's actually going to be attacking the hauler of the trader.
Makes sense.
So it's gonna do 2 structure points of damage to that.
Okay. Then the other hauler misses and jams.
Yep.
And then,
Then you
one
got-
of you guys. Coot, shoot that scrap!
Yeah,
Did
you already got it
did you
loaded
wanna-
up. You wanted to go.
Did you want to do the double 50 cals and
No,
brace
you
yourself
go.
for the
You go.
kickback? You go flying back.
Shoot that up. Nah, shoot that up.
It's Mechapult time, motherfuckers. This is gonna be awesome. I've loaded it with 1 scrap because that's what it does. A scrap to fire. This is why I wanted higher level scrap.
Instead of making an attack, roll a dice on the table below. I love these kinds of things. I'm going to go ahead and roll a d20. Ooh, 16! Shards of refractive glass fire at the target. It is hit for SP damage equal to 2 times the tech level of the scrap, and the area around the target is hit by multiple rays of dazzling light, blinding the target and everything within close range for 1 round.
Nice.
So I was going after the Raiders, like one of their ships.
Sure.
The one that was like the most vicious, probably.
Okay.
Probably
Thresher.
the Thresher then.
The Thresher, yeah. Watch this!
And then what the fuck are the names of the other ones again? God damn it. Mazona. Sorry, I need to make a note real quick of hit
They're
points.
basically
since
giant hover drones.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing they have in New Jersey right now.
I know. What the fuck's going on, man? Not cool. I don't know, man. I'm freaking
They
out.
actually did. NASA made an announcement and said it was them alongside a few other companies.
Oh,
I can't remember
interesting.
exactly what they're doing, but they're like running test flights with drones to take data. It's like data surveys, basically.
Sounds believable weeks later.
Right.
Wow, they have 12 structure points? Wow. Okay.
The
Well, I just took
Mazonas?
down 2 of them.
No, the haulers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
a lot. But still, okay, one has 10. The other has 12.
Do you get
Go for
everybody in a group, John? I mean, could he have placed it behind them? Right, like I know there's no roll for attack. It's just
So there's a target. So shards of reflective glass fire at the target. So I would have targeted.
It's
dangerous
1.
one.
Yeah.
So it's hit for SP damage equal to 2 times the tech level, which was 1. So it's 2 SP damage.
So it takes 2 damage, yeah.
And then the area around the target is hit by multiple rays of dazzling light, blinding the target and everything within close range for 1 round. So,
Oh, so all the Mazonas would be blind. Yeah.
they're blinded by the light.
Yes. They have no
Wrapped
damage
up like
from
a
it. But
deuce
they are
in the middle of the night.
they are blinded.
I think that's
and it
douche.
took
It is douche. Douche confirmed.
You know what? You say that. I had a friend in high school who legit thought that it was revved up like a douche.
Yeah, there's no. It's not. It is that. It's not anything other than that.
all right.
needs
So
to
the
be that.
Mazonas, just for your guys' knowledge, only have 5 structure points. They are weak.
Yep.
It's
Cool.
a real shame they didn't get shot by
I might take
Anybody?
shots. Like, it would have been really nice for you guys. Let's go for S14.
That would have been a cool Mechapult moment to have taken that out if those bastards with their 50 cals didn't jam them up. They gotta learn how to fire their own equipment, mother.
You know. Anyway, so that was you guys. Then it would be Raider. So that's going to be another Mazona is going to take a shot, I guess.
How does that work if they're blinded?
Yeah,
Can they?
blinded by
Because
the
there's
light.
no like negatives or positives, right? Like there's no disadvantage. So
Oh, is there no? There has to be a rule for it, though, right? Let's tell me something.
I would imagine. I know there
when
are
a pilot or
conditions.
creature is blind, they gain the vulnerable trait and cannot take any action that requires sight.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, so yeah, they can't attack now.
Okay. And then
So-
it goes back to the traders, and that guy missed because he rolled a 5.
Correct. Then it goes
The
back
last
to
guy.
you, to Jesse.
Ah.
I mean, that was pretty fucking baller, yeah. To blind them
All
all,
right.
it's pretty awesome.
Right? That was really good. All right, so yeah, on like our little monitors where we can see each other, Scarecrow's is currently muted. And the screen is kind of vibrating, and you can actually hear like a deep like bass sound coming from outside. and I have activated my personal recreation device, which is basically just a kick-ass sound system.
Awesome.
I love it.
And yeah, I am going to go ahead and target one of the little flying batteries not included drones and and take a shot at that motherfucker. And I am going to, so I rolled a 12 and a 1. But my personal recreation, by spending the 1 EP, allows me a secondary roll if I fail. So I can choose to roll my on a roll. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to re-roll that 1. I have to take this roll no matter what, but it can't get any worse. 19.
God
I
damn.
could have pushed.
All right, so that's a 12 and a 19,
pushing.
2 successes. Yeah,
What's
you
the
can also
fucking
push,
count
but you
get
take heat.
Yeah.
How much damage does that?
So each
do?
50 cal does 2 SP damage. So that's going to be a total of 4 onto one of those flying motherfuckers.
Well, interestingly enough, blinded targets are vulnerable, which means they take 2x damage, which means one of them gets evaporated. Like, so one of them is known as just, you fire and it's literally starts like, you notice that like this flashing light and like it's disoriented and slows down to try to recalibrate, and you just fucking nail it. Like both barrels got totally gone.
Oh.
And Coot goes, no, all the scrap.
What level do you think it is?
I'll get
just
something
a
for you. Don't
Mizzona.
worry. I'll get something for you. We
Yeah.
got it. We're good.
The
gotta be
pressure's
able to get
much
something out
more
of
worth
that.
it.
You can
Is
still
there
scrap
anyone
a smashed mech.
But we're definitely going in there.
So
so no one on the other side can go, so it can't do anything.
and we can't
so-
do anything, and then I don't
And
think
the traders can't do anything.
right.
So now it's a new round.
No one can do anything.
This is the Thresher. Did he go already? Yeah,
He's
3
blinded.
Mizzonas and a Thresher.
But isn't the Thresher blinded also?
Oh, maybe, I guess, yeah. Okay.
They're all
yep.
blinded.
All right.
So he can't do anything.
Yeah.
So he's
okay.
blind. So that was a really good attack. I don't think you re-roll. Do you re-roll initiative every time?
He
I didn't think so.
didn't say, so I assume we just keep going around.
Yeah, I assume it goes back to traders now. So it's going to be. Let's use the gopher first. Let's see what it does.
Oh, hold on 1 sec. When a new round
Oh.
begins and the order of play is determined by re-rolling on the group initiative table.
Oh, so
I'll do
okay, you guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck me, 2.
Okay.
I hate it.
I'm gonna say again. Trader is first. Raider is second. A 19 and an 8. Wow, these traders are fast. They're good. They're fucking good. Doesn't matter because their guns are jammed.
Well, the Gopher's not.
The gopher's not. So the gopher's gonna fire at
Okay.
the Thresher, I believe,
Mhm.
because it's vulnerable still. Wait. How long was your blinding?
So are blinding with inclusion for 1 round. So they're probably
They're still blind. They would have to spend a round blinded, I think. So
Yeah,
he hasn't acted yet. Oh wait, no, the Thresher
last
didn't
round.
go though. So
Yeah,
he
they
is
were
okay
they were
again.
blinded their last round, so
Okay. So the Gopher is gonna attack the Thresher, but the Thresher is not blinded. So that's what's gonna happen. Go, Gopher. Let's find out. Oh, an 18 hits.
Nice.
What's the Gopher got? It is
got the long barrel green laser.
Long barrel green laser. I love how much cross-referencing I have to do.
It doesn't have the stat blocks in the adventure?
4 SP.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's
wow.
long range, 4 SP, energy, hot 1.
Oh, interesting. I did not see that. Is it in my? Yeah, I don't. It's not like in the little like build thing.
No, I had looked it up because I wanted to know if I should steal it or not.
Sure. It is 5 heat.
You're just gonna collect guns. They're just gonna be wrapped around your whole.
Like a porcupine.
Right. Unfortunately, it does take up 5 space. So
Right, so that does
Thing's
hit
massive.
for pretty hard. It hits the thresher, and sears pretty good into its armor that you can see. Then it's you guys. Wait, you guys got a 5. The Raiders, I think, got an 8. So they go next.
So only one person rolls. Since I got a 2, it's a fumble. One NPC chosen by the mediator acts first. Play then passes to the player group, and one pilot chosen by the players.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So do one of you guys want to go, or how do you want to?
do you want me to try to take out the other drone, the other Modifius first? Whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them still, dude.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you're the only one that
You
can
have like
hit.
4.
So.
I think there's 3 more. Honestly,
Oh, were there 3 of the flying things and then 1 of the
there was
thrashers?
4 of the. There's 4 of the flying. There's 3 flying things left in the thresher. There were 4
Jesus.
and 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
they
yeah,
were
I'm gonna-
outnumbered, man.
Yeah, I'm going to try to take out
Wow.
another one of those again.
All right, go
50
for it.
cows. And I'm going to do
How
that
much-
every time.
You should. Thank
How much
you.
heat do you have to like?
I have
getting hot.
2 heat right now.
It's getting hot in here.
I max at 10.
Shit.
So,
What the hell's heat?
oh crap. All right. What is that? Okay. I think I'm okay with this. So I rolled double 6s. So it's a tough choice.
Oh God.
Either that or I can also spend more EP to re-roll those.
I mean, you
mean-
can push 2, but push also gives you heat, which then you have to roll under.
I
so
gain
that's not
2
great.
heat every time I shoot. So I don't know if I want to push to gain even more heat.
Yeah.
The heat is on.
All right, I'm going to spend an
Heat is
EP.
on.
I'm going to spend an EP, but only 1 to re-roll one of these. And hopefully it's just a success or a crit. All right, it's a regular success. It's a 13. All right, so I rolled a 6 and a 13, a tough choice, and a success. That's
Okay.
4 damage.
And
And if
tough
he's
choice.
still vulnerable, then he'll be smashy.
He is not
I don't know.
vulnerable still,
All
but
right.
it does take a chunk out of that one.
Yeah.
And do you have a ooh. Do you have ammunition for that? I don't know if that comes with
No,
ammunition.
you don't track ammo necessarily.
Yeah.
Unless it's scrap, apparently.
Is there a downside effect?
So one of the
the
things
50
is you
cal?
can
Does
hit
the 50
to
cal
activate
have
a downside of your weapon.
Yeah,
And I
does
mean,
your
I do
down-
have
does it have a
jamming. It jamming.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, I would say the other one hits and jams. Yep.
all right, cool.
So one fires, you have one that's jammed, one that's fine.
Yeah. And I get like a blinking red light on my readout. Like,
Damn it.
The one you fired at is gonna try to flamethrow you. It's gonna move into close range. They were more at medium range from you now. It's breaking off from the traders. I would say now, by this point, if you're converging on the traders, by the end of this round, you'll sort of be close range to the traders, and sort of medium range to the raiders. But one's breaking off now to sort of circumvent that, so it's gonna flame through you. The one that's currently leaking. Oh my god. It rolled a 1, so I'm gonna say it
Nice.
starts flame throwing and doesn't realize that one of the tanks is extremely damaged
Yeah.
and alights and explodes,
Oh boy.
destroying
Nice.
They're getting cooked. They're cooking. Or they're cooked? I don't know.
it. It definitely cooked.
Cooked is the one. Yeah.
So, then it would go back to the traders, and they still have 50 cal to unjam. So one unjams, and then it's you guys.
You want to go, Coot, or you want me to go?
Why don't you? You can go. Yeah. Do your thing.
Let me get my failure out of the way.
With Bessie. Why don't you let Bessie get in on this, and then I'm having some trouble loading up another piece of scrap into the megapole.
All right, I think I got him this time.
Gotta name this fucking.
Oh, it was a fucking 20 for a hot second. Piece of shit. I
Oh.
rolled an 8.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. Tough choice.
What's
Well,
your downside?
I don't. So my gun doesn't have one.
Oh, it doesn't?
No. Nope.
Okay. That's fine. Then what other systems do you have? I don't know if that really makes sense though.
I mean, so it's not a part of the mech, right? Because it's my gun. It's not like a mech weapon,
Oh, it's your gun.
right? Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have like a jamming option.
I don't think so. Let me scroll back up. I don't believe so. Hauler. Oh, wait, here we go. Let's see. Spotter, long range. Choose a couple of modifications. Damage cruise second level. Nope. There's no downside for the personal weapon that I can see.
Oh, here's another tough choice you can do though. You can just do half damage or take full damage and you take 2 damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's do it. It kick, like I lean in to get the shot and it fucking kicks more than I
Sure.
thought it was gonna, or like the mech steps on a rock and just like tilts it a little bit. So
Okay.
I hit the thresher for 5.
Fuck.
And then I take 2.
Ah, damn.
Fuck. That's
My jaw's gonna
5.
be all black and blue.
5 is a real fucking hit. Like it's hurting pretty badly at this point.
Like, can I draw center mass and just fucking blast a hole in the center of this thing?
Yeah. It's gonna. I think it's just gonna say fuck it. I gotta try to go after that. That was a huge hit. So it's gonna come after a dingo.
Has to make some
And-
tough choices of its own.
Got a 14. So that is. Why am I so bad? Oh, is that just a success? Uh-oh.
Yeah, just regular
That's-
success.
That's just regular success. So that is. It's got a linked chainsaw arm and flamethrowers.
Oh, it runs all the way up
So-
on me?
Actually, no. It would only do the flamethrower. Sorry, it can't do the chainsaw arm. because it's at close range, not melee engagement. So it only has one flamethrower though. So is that 2 damage? Why don't they just make this easy?
I think you said it was 2 before, right? If it's the same as the Mizona.
Yeah, it should be the same.
I think it was 2.
Oh no, it's 1. The Mazonas have 2 length, so it's 1 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. No, I'll eat that.
Yeah, it's gonna do 1 damage, and
So
then
it comes running up, rusts its arm out, engulfed in flames. The outside like burns off some of my camo and shit. Like all the organic growths are like popped and spurting and like bubbling and oozing. It's pretty gross.
That's nasty.
awesome. The other guy tries to unjam his 50 cal. The traitor.
Mm-hmm.
That means Coot, I think, is the one left to go. All right.
All right. Yeah. So what's the layout here? Like, so this is someone that's now in like close range.
All right. So you have yeah. So there's 2 Mazonas currently still chasing the haulers. The Thresher broke off, and it's now close range to all of you.
All right. You guys, you think you can handle that Thresher?
I don't know. I think it's the strongest target.
All right, then I'm instead of doing the Mechapult, I'm gonna train my red laser on the Thresher that's now going after Dingo.
Okay.
And I'm gonna blast.
Go for it.
Let me just. It's I think this is just like a regular.
It's just a D20, yeah.
Regular no fun, just D20 roll without a.
That's all of them, man.
Crazy table to roll on. All right. Red laser strike a target with a small. It does 3 SP with a focus of heat. Opus. Oh, the Opus Institute. Okay, commonly used by corpos as much as they are by salvagers and wastelanders. That's interesting. Oh, that's a 19. What does that do?
That's
Just
success.
a regular success.
done the Mechapult. Shit.
3 damage. That you fire and you cut through even more of the Thresher's body. It's still hanging on,
up?
just barely,
Barely.
And I think that puts us back at. Oh wait, two of those didn't go at all.
That's just
So I'm gonna roll both of those against the hauler.
A 19 wouldn't have been that much better.
A 6 and a 9. So I'm gonna say one of those is definitely a fumble with both. Yep, tough choice on both. Both of them start firing. They'll get the flamethrowers off, and then they're out of fuel and they have a recharge feature into the weapon. It has to reload. I'll just say it's reloading. So that does 4 damage to that hauler, and it is now getting pretty burned up.
So
haulers are pretty tough.
So one of those was what did you roll?
6 and a 9. They both had tough choices.
They're both tough choices.
Oh yeah, the tough choice. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Roll initiative.
Somebody else do it.
Well,
I'll do it.
You want to do it? Yeah. This die's been rolling hot for me.
20.
It's not gonna matter much.
Oh, you fucking wasted initiative.
You want to know the funniest part, though, man? You want to know the funniest part? 4 and 1.
Nice.
They got a bot.
That means
the Raiders got a bot.
Yeah. Okay, so that means that 2 of us get to go.
Oh, okay. So they get to go.
All
yeah,
right.
2 of you get to go before them, and the other guy's got a 4, so that's not much better. So yeah, they're not.
All right. So mind if I take one of
go
those?
ahead.
Do
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
All right. So
One of your
I
things is
go.
game.
Yes, exactly. And So I go
Damn.
to reload, right? And I'm figuring out, all right,
Yep.
one's
Do it.
jammed. And so I hit,
Do it.
and I go to fire, and that orange label, like an orange label comes up for the weapon link. And
Okay.
because they're linked, I have to be able to fire both of them or I can't fire at all.
Oh!
Yeah. So I'm like, fuck. So instead, I'm gonna run up to one of the Majungas, whatever it
Okay.
is, and
Yep.
I'm gonna take the
The drone.
hydraulic
Yep.
crusher and just slam it into it.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
And I'm gonna push. How much heat does push getting?
Do it.
2.
That's 2.
How much?
I'm
heat
up
are
to
you
6
at,
heat.
man?
Oh,
I'm at 6. Can't do too much more. I can't shoot my weapons right now, so
Yeah.
15.
Nice.
Success.
Okay. How much damage does
All
that
right.
do?
So yeah. So it's the left it's the left hand, the left arm, and I basically reach out and grab onto it and start going, and you can see the hydraulics like clamping down on it
Yeah.
for 3 damage.
Oh fuck! It's crushing it. It's still intact for the moment, but hurting.
Yep.
You want the other one?
And
Or you want me
then-
to take it?
Yeah. Whoever. Yeah,
Dingo,
go
why'd
for
you
it.
take this thresher's up on you, right?
Yeah.
It's
It's all
pretty
right. It's
close.
not going to
yeah.
matter.
Yeah, I gotta get you. Gotta get this thing off of
So
you.
he leans in and, try
Yeah.
to get the barrel on it and shoot it again. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spend 2 AP and I'm just going to hit it.
Oh.
Oh,
Because
really?
that's a thing
Look
that
at
I can
you.
do.
Nice, do it.
Oh well, that's something.
I can spend 2 AP to automatically hit with the rifle, and it also gains the targeter trait, which I'll have to look it up because I didn't write down what that means, but I think it means it's easier to hit.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So 5 SP to the thresher,
Uh,
and I
yeah.
I flip the comms, and I don't know if they can hear me or not if they're on the same thing, and I'm like, you should have run.
Point
Nice.
blank.
Yep.
You just hear motherfucker, and then explosion as the thresher just fucking explodes.
Dibs! 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 Dibs on
I can
scrap!
imagine I see the anime side shot, right? Where like he pulls out, you see the red line of the shot, and then all of a sudden this big explosion out the back.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah, obliterated. So,
Nice.
and then actually the raiders the traders get to go next. So they're gonna. I don't know if they don't actually get to go twice. I don't think. I guess is there a defense action? Like, I don't even know if there is
Like a full defense? Fuck, I don't remember.
I didn't know if there was something I could like have it do.
That sounds like it would be like an ability or something.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check.
Reactions, free actions, short actions.
I guess yeah,
They
dodging
can
and
take cover or evasive maneuvers, but those are only if you have certain protocols.
Yeah. No, then I think the one with 6 is just gonna fire it. Maybe it's gonna shoot the one that Scarecrow is crushing. Ooh, 18. That's a hit. And they are using the 50 cal, so that should be enough damage to do 2. That's at least 2, right?
That's 2 damage, yeah.
Is it 2 damage? Yeah. So the one that is being crushed by Scarecrow gets exploded by a 50 cal. I'm gonna give the last
Shoots it
Mazona a
out of my
chance.
hand.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the other Mazona can't.
Because he's reloading.
Yeah, it
Yep.
has to reload. So it's gonna move some medium distance and try to get away.
Ah,
It's
Coot, get a Coot.
He's trying to get away.
Yeah,
Well, we
he's
killed
the
all his
last one
friends.
left.
We're mechapulting after. I'm
and
going
he's in
after.
he's in like a little flying drone. He's like, I'm fucking done.
All right.
This is like a dude in there. He's just gonna get blown the fuck up.
Yeah. Well, hopefully.
So-
This D20's been rolling good. I'm just gonna keep pushing it here. See what happens.
Crit.
That is a 14.
Push,
Oh,
push,
that's
push,
success.
push,
The
push,
don't
push,
Your
The
odds
Mechs-
of getting a 20 or 5%.
push.
Let me just read what it says first. The mechapult was loaded with crude oil. The target is hit for SP damage equal to 2 times the tech level of the scrap, so it's going to take 2 SP damage. And the area around them is coated in slippery, flammable oil. This can be ignited, and moving within it causes mech or creature to fall prone. So,
Well, it's flying, so that doesn't matter.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody shoots it, it'll catch it on fire.
Maybe the oil
Yeah.
can weigh it down. That can be the
it'll catch it on fire.
Or you could
Equivalent.
push.
What's pushing? What happens with pushing?
You take
You
heat, you have
re-roll.
to make a roll on your energy.
But you have to do better than success.
Well, but you don't have to roll to hit though. You're just rolling for an effect. Right? That's the
Yeah, that would be the whole point. Yeah.
no. But anything is only going to do 2 damage. It doesn't matter what you roll because your tech level is your
Yeah.
scrap is a level
Well,
1.
Some of them do 3 times damage. There's a couple of these that are like
it won't matter. That's not going to blow it up.
it's not
Yeah,
gonna
unless
blow
you
it
can,
up.
It's got
unless
fi-
you
it's
can
got
do
5 hit
5 or
points
more
on it.
damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got-
Yeah.
Like it
All right,
doesn't
well,
matter.
I hit it for 2 damage, and it's covered in crude oil.
Okay.
I mean, I can shoot at least long range, so like
Yeah.
it can't get away without me getting another shot on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Has everyone gone?
Did both of the
Yeah, I think
mules
so.
go?
No. The mule, the other mule. Actually, did the thresher? I don't think the thresher went either.
He
Or
exploded.
thresher.
Thresher's dead.
exploded.
Not the thresher. The gopher. I don't think the gopher went either.
No, I
the
think
gopher
one of
does
your
have
50
long
cal
range.
shot.
No, the gopher has a laser. Not it has a large green laser, not or a long range, long barreled green laser. I'm gonna do hauler then, because I only did 1 for each. Then, uh oh. The hauler fires its 40 or 50 cal and gets a crit.
Nice.
What's the crit?
You can just double
bonus?
damage if you want.
It does.
I'm gonna say it does double damage. It explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. It fucking fires. Yeah, a little worse for wear, but the traders sort of slow their caravan down as the wreckage from the drones and everything is smoldering. One of them gets out of their mech and is like waving.
I'll pop the canopy or whatever in the front.
Okay. Thanks, friend. Oh, we were screwed there for a minute.
You guys heading up to the scrapper village?
Yeah, we have some trading to do. Figured had a bit of a haul. Yeah, but wow, seeing as how much you helped. Here, this is on us, and you get 4 pieces of Tech 1 scrap.
There you go, Coot. You
What
got to
tech
turn
one
it.
scrap?
The mechs are all destroyed from the enemy mechs
Yeah.
are destroyed. And he's like, well, we were heading toward Haven, but after taking some hits, we've done some business with Scrapper's Bluff. They're They're better than Raiders, so I can say that.
They
Their mule took a hit, right?
Yeah, pretty bad. It's got a 6 out of 15. It's pretty hit. So he's like, we could introduce you if you want.
I'll turn the comms on for us, and when I do, you hear, and then I turn the music off, and it's like, hey guys, I'm kind of getting a little hot over here. I'm thinking of maybe shutting the system down. Maybe we can rest here for a minute, and while we do, maybe I'll fix that guy up a little bit, at least get him a little bit better, and maybe they'll owe us something.
All right, negotiate for some scrap though.
Yeah, something better than Tech 1, but I mean, you want to wait an hour? I mean, we're fucking those corpos are going to be coming. I mean, what are you looking at heat wise?
I mean, I'm running about 60% right now.
Damn.
Shit. Can you vent some of that?
I mean, I can, but I got to shut the system down in order to do it.
Is venting, does that still take an hour mechanically? There is a separate thing for venting heat.
Oh, is there?
But I don't know if it's.
I'm looking.
Me too.
I don't happen to have that up at the moment. I went back to the map.
Shutting down your mech.
You have to fully shut down.
It's an hour. Yeah, for an hour.
Well, shit, I mean, they're not going to. I mean, I guess we can. Fuck. I guess, yeah. What did you charge that thing?
What's an hour gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, we got in a bit of a fight, you know. It's all right.
All right.
We could have just walked away.
Yeah, maybe it's good for us,
I'll pop my canopy at that point. And I'll be like, hey, do you want help fixing that thing up?
Oh, no offense, but I think we're gonna head on to Scrapper's Bluff. So I need to get this. I'm gonna get us into at least somewhere a little safer than out here in the open. So thank you, friend, but we'll be on the way.
All right, good luck.
You want to follow them up and take a break up there? I mean, you said you wanted to go up the Scrapper's Bluff anyway. Here's time let the mech cool down, do a little poking around.
Well, I mean, if we go all the way up to Scrapper's Bluff and then I rest up there, it's going to burn even more time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's give me a minute to unjam this thing, and then I'll just watch it. That's all. We'll be good.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna head to the actual Hope Falls.
I mean, after an hour, I guess.
Yeah, after an hour.
Well, no. Well, I'll just run the heat.
You're gonna run the heat.
Yeah, I'll run the heat. I just have to make sure I watch fire in the 50 cals. That's all. I can basically fire them 2 more times before I have to start rolling before I overheat it.
All right, it's up to you.
What's the worst that could happen?
Sure, it'll probably be fine.
Smash cut.
Hot water.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. 4 level 1
Me
scrap.
pouring buckets of water over my reactor.
Hey, come over here and piss on this real quick.
Try to get away.
Yeah, I'll give the mecha a once over if you're getting out to do that, and you could see that like the whole side of my face is starting to turn purple.
I can't do anything about that. Sorry.
Nah, it's all right. And he like works his jaw a little bit. He said, "I'm sure it'll be fine." Just stung me a little.
If anything,
right.
it's kind of an improvement.
He just like throws his hands up, like, "What the fuck?"
Hey, Coot, maybe we should give you one of those too.
What? Coot's all pissed off at the 4 pieces of scrap we got for helping them out of that jam. Fucking 4 pieces of scrap. What are you talking about? Bullshit.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. Shit. I think
We
the
could have
region
probably
might-
helped those raiders out and got a better deal off of that.
Just outside of what they gave you. Sorry, before you move on, while one of you is using heat or losing heat, there is a 2 tech level 1 scrap that you could salvage in the meantime that won't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you any time.
So
The other
it'll be
2 of you have
3?
Mechs.
It'll be 3 with my passive ability.
If you are the one that rolls that, yeah.
Oh, I thought there was no roll. Is there a roll for it? I'll roll for it. Scrap the shit out of whatever.
If you roll a 1, you would only get 2 because a 1 gives you. Oh no, you can only get 2. Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can possibly get more than that. You don't have to roll because you would get the maximum, no matter even if you roll a 1.
I would get
No,
at least
1 is one is a total failure. So you would always get at least 2 because you get a bonus and there's
Right.
only 2 available.
unless I roll a 1, but then
Yeah,
it would be. But the right, okay.
But then the +1 you'd still get 1, I guess. But
Yeah, I get +1 passively regardless.
yes, so I
Yeah.
think you basically just get it. So you don't really
Okay.
have to roll.
So
At most, you would take another 10 minutes, which you already need an hour. So 20 minutes is nothing.
yeah.
So you're fine. You
All right,
you get 2 more tech level 1 scrap.
But the roll, I could potentially get more with the roll, though, right? Or is that not how? that
No,
works?
there's there is a total region limit.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay, that's interesting. All right, so I'll add.
Yeah. So it's about how fast you do it, not how much you get.
So I'll add 2 more level 1 scrap.
Yep.
All right.
And there was nothing left of that thresher, or maybe the 2 pieces.
No,
of scrap were
everything
from
was
that.
sure. Yeah, I'd say they're from that. But yeah, they got torn up, so there wasn't
Hey, there
much.
wasn't anything off that
Mm.
thresher. There was nothing left.
I mean, you guys fuck things with some pretty big rolls, so they were pretty badly damaged. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you guys feeling? I kind of want something to drink extra, but otherwise, I'm good to do a little more. But it's up to you guys.
I assume we were gonna go until
We're gonna go into Hope Falls.
town.
Like we would get into the first part of Hope Falls, so we can
Yeah.
do that if you don't mind me grabbing a drink real quick, and then
Yeah.
Are you good with
rock
that?
and roll.
I might have.
I'm good
I
with
might get called away to go pick someone up in a little bit, but it probably won't be. Hopefully, won't be for another hour or so.
Okay.
I think you would have at least. Oh shit! Which way do we come in from? That's a good question. There's arrows. There's a lot of arrows.
I
This is
mean,
about
so
well-
we'd be coming in probably from that bottom part here. Let me share a screen again.
I think Park is. Oh, I thought we'd be coming in from.
Right. So if we're coming
Maybe.
in from the highway, I assume this is the only way in, based on the map. Right?
Yeah,
So
but
it's whatever's over here.
Yeah. Or maybe it starts at the industrial block. It must be the industrial block. I mean, it is 001, but yeah, I just wanted to double check, like, doesn't make any sense when it's. Does that make any sense to anybody? God damn it.
I don't know. You're the only one looking at the inside of Hope Falls.
Oh, that's true. I'm an idiot.
I mean,
No,
I
I
can
think you
look
start.
at
I
it.
think you start. I think you start in an industrial block, regardless
Yeah,
of
that makes sense.
what the map would say. I think we start in an industrial block. So, all right. So moving into that, after the hour, I rolled. You made safe passage. You did not have anything.
Well, he didn't. He didn't wait. He was going to eat the heat, so we didn't.
Well, of our
he-
travel time.
Sorry, it
travel
doesn't
time,
matter then.
Yeah,
But travel time anyway. You reach the industrial block of what used to be Hope Falls. It was once the jewel of the region, an idyllic coastal city that fit perfectly on a postcard. It now lies abandoned and left rotting to the winds. A few souls eke out an existence in its underbelly, but to most, it is lost and forgotten. So you enter the industrial block, a decrepit area of old factories and the rotting carcasses of industry. The engine fuselage of the Atychos has plowed through an abandoned meatpacking factory and torn a chunk out of its side. A group of half a dozen or so wastelanders huddle around the wreckage for the fuselage for warmth. One amongst them, a young boy named Mackie, has a gangrene wound. You notice he looks like a shrapnel and he's limping. That's what you see so far. As you come across them, they do not have mechs. It's just a handful of wastelanders. They look terrified and sort of shakily point their guns at you and start backing away.
So can we communicate outside of the mech? Like, do we have to have?
If you have a loudspeaker, you have to have a loudspeaker.
Let me double check, see if I did.
And
I
I
remember
think
we
all
had
of
this
you-
conversation.
only one-
Didn't
only-
put a loudspeaker on. I'm
Only
pretty sure
one of
we
you
all
did that.
purposely
I do.
took off our loudspeakers.
No, I thought
you
one of
have
you
one.
did.
Oh, there you go.
I have.
Think about what
Yep.
you're saying. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. But yes, I thought, John, one of you was like, well, all you motherfuckers were like, I don't need the extra ton. Or what? Like, I'm going to eke out that last
Yep.
pound.
Yeah.
So,
Fuck
All right, I'll
everybody.
be right back.
All right, I'm gonna get water too. Then I'll be right back.
I barely want to talk to the two of you.
Well, if they're gonna go get water, I'm gonna go make water. I'll be right back.
I'm going to sit here by myself.
Jim was playing. Okay.
For a role model.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need a specific clarification from him. If the kid's got gangrene, like if that's fixable, because I have suturing spray. It heals a minor injury.
Nah, I don't think gangrene's a minor injury.
Well, right in the context of the game, I don't know, right? Like,
Right.
because I don't know if I don't know if there's like conditions or whatever. Like if it
Right, yeah.
heals a condition.
Well, I have salvaging tools.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
have
I'll
high
be right back,
tensile
but yes,
wire,
I believe,
and I have a
believe
portable
that is
arc
a-
welder.
I do think that actually will help him. I think. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
He's listening to us.
That's so creepy. Oh.
Yes. So. So yeah, it does look like the kid has an infected wound, likely shrapnel of some sort. It looks like he's bleeding somewhat.
Mhm.
It doesn't look good, but it does look like, at least, and it does look like a minor injury,
Okay.
technically.
All right. So we roll up. They look scared. They pull the guns up, and I flip the loudspeakers on, and I say, "Hey, we're not here to get into a scrap with you guys." Says, "I got some suture spray. It looks like you got a pretty bad wound there. I come out. I'll give you a hand. You got to put them guns down." I was a wastelander too for a while before I hooked up with these guys in a crawler now. We got our own little place.
I want to just give it to you, but do you want to make a roll?
I don't want to
I
make
feel
a roll, but I will if you make me.
Make go roll.
I mean,
Right. I mean, do they agree to that or not? I guess is the.
no. I think if you say that, they're gonna look at each other, and one sort of, I don't know. It looks like a pretty fit younger guy, not like young, but like fit guy, probably the leader-ish, is like, we don't want any trouble. We're just trying to look for some scrap. Yeah, the boy's hurt. I guess if you don't just gun us down, why wouldn't you just gun us down?
He says, I was like one of you guys. I was living out in the waste. Found there was a better way, joined up with this crew. So look, I know what it's like. I'm just saying I'll help you guys out. When we're here looking for scrap too, we heard about this ship coming down. I mean, no reason why we can't both work this area over. I mean, like you said, we could just kill you and take it all, but I know where you guys are coming from, so you guys are cool.
Give me a D20 roll.
All right.
Now.
15.
He looks around and sizes you up a bit too, and it's kind of like he like nods at his folks, and he puts his gun. He puts it.
Slings it over his shoulder.
Slings it over his shoulder. Yeah, he doesn't drop it. He slings it over his shoulder, and the rest of the people are kind of like put their hands up, and they're like, "Hey," and they're like, "Yeah, the boy's hurt."
So then I guess you guys could probably hear it, right?
You could hear him, but they couldn't hear what they would probably be able to hear. Yes.
Right. Well, otherwise, I flip the internal comms on and say, "Hey, I'm going to help this kid out. I think we've got an arrangement here. Just be cool."
All right, I'll watch out.
All right.
All right.
I'll pop the hatch, let the gun, sling on the gimbal, right? So like it's not pointing at anybody. And pop the hatch, turn back around, rooting around, grab the packet, the package of the like the med kit kind of thing.
Yep.
And hop down and be like, put my hands up, holding the bag out. Say,
everyone
cool.
gives you plenty of space. The kid is sitting on a piece of scrap, like
Get
a
scrap,
piece of
get the scrap.
Get off of that. Get out of the way.
Metal frame from a bulkhead. His leg looks pretty infected. A pretty nasty piece of scrap, of shrapnel in it.
Scrapnel?
Shrapnel. You're able to take it out. He's
well, I say to him, I'm like, hey kid, what's your name? My name's Dingo.
Oh. He's like, my name's Mackie.
Hey Mackie.
I was helping Salvage.
Yeah, I can see that. You're doing a good job. How old does the kid look?
9.
9. He says, "Oh, you're doing good. Look, hey, I got this spray. I'm gonna put it on. It's probably gonna sting a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably gonna hurt, but just
don't worry. I got bit by a snake once. It hurt real bad.
Oh, I bet it did." He says, "All right,
so
well,
it probably won't hurt that much worse than that, huh?"
Well, I don't know. I ain't never been bit by a snake before.
Wow, you're lucky.
He says, "All right, here, take my hand," and then he'll, yank the metal out, I guess, or whatever, and
Sure.
kind of
He's
douse it with
like,
some water
"Oh,
and spray it.
Yikes!
That's the worst of it. That's the worst of it. Just spray all this shit on it.
Yeah,
Squeeze some of the pus out.
It has some sort of, a nano whatever biology that heals extra fast. Takes it. He's like, "Oh wow, I feel so much better already. It felt like it was on fire before."
And he hands him the piece of scrapnel and he says, "You want to hold on to this? This is your little trophy."
I'll make sure it doesn't hurt me again. He's like, maybe I'll make a dagger out of it or something cool.
Yeah, there you go.
He's like, yeah. And the guy in charge is kind of like, well, thank you. You didn't have to do that, so we appreciate it. We'll leave it to you, I guess.
Look, I mean, like I said, we could both work this place over. I know it's tough out there. We're to be honest, we're looking for some higher level
split scrap with them, or are you? They're looking for any level scrap.
Yeah.
So what I can tell you is there is both the engine fuselage.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 4 Tech 3 scrap.
Is it?
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
There's also a supply of 4 Tech level 2 scrap that's just in the buildings and such. So the engine is 4 Tech 3, which is pretty big. And then you have 4 Tech 2. So there is a pretty good, now, whether you want to split that or you could give them Tech level 1 and, trade them, whatever. But like, you owe them nothing. At this point, they'll just get massacred. So, but if you want them to help, they're more than happy to help in exchange for whatever you'll give them.
Well, so like we're on a time limit, right? So, I say, look, let me go talk to my friends over here. Look, I'm willing to, that engine's a pretty big deal. Our crawler, we need a pretty high tech level, and that engine cowling looks like that's gonna suit us pretty good. I'm sure there's some more scrap around here that's fall out. Hell, we got some tech level 1 scrap that my buddy Coot's been complaining about. So we could probably toss some of that at you. But let me go grab them, and I'm sure we can work out some kind of deal here.
The guy tips tips his hat. I'll say I don't know if they actually have, they don't have access to a mech. So yeah, it would just be people, but I'll say you can get a free scrap without having to burn any time for it. for them.
Okay. All right.
And then you can give them whatever you want at the end, but
yeah.
they're
So
essentially a free, or no, I'll say 2, right? Because if you want to give them one, I don't want to cheat them. So I'll say that you can get 2 from them
Yeah.
doing their work. And then
Yeah.
whatever you guys are doing to spend your time, because that's 6 more that you have to roll for. It depends on how fast you want to,
I'm
how
happy
quickly
to,
this happens.
yeah. So I'll come back to talk to these 2 guys. I'm like, hey, pop, pop, like thumbs up, like pop the, pop the canopies.
Yeah.
Say, hey, we let them fucking scoot around, grab up what they got. They don't got a mech, right? I mean, they're not going to take anything real big. We take that cowling shit. That's like almost everything we need for the hauler. They want to run around, grab up some little shit. Coot, if you want to give them, some level 1 scrap, maybe if we could find something better. There might be some level 2 scrap around here for that, for that kick-ass mechapult.
I tell you what, you find me some shit. I tell you what, you find me some level 2 scrap. If we can find some level 2 scrap, I'll give them some level 1 scrap. But that's it.
All right, yeah, no, that's good, right? Saves us some time.
Yes, you'll get 2 free level 2s already that they'll get for you.
Okay.
In exchange for however many level 1s you are feeling generous to give them. They are willing to take whatever. Because at this point,
1 level 1 is a perfectly fair trade for 2 level.
I mean, that's up to your conscience
and their lives
for Tiny Tim, But you did save this kid's life, so they're kind of like, "Hey, man, like we're happy to help, and please don't kill us." So you have them over a little bit of a barrel, but yeah. So you have 6 scrap left to get. So I don't know if you have to roll, but I think we should roll, I guess, just to see how
Should
quickly
we all
you get.
roll?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you're all scrapping. So
Okay.
I think you all roll.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I got a 6. A 12
It's a
is
6.
winning. You find 3 scrap of the tech level of the area.
Oh. So I'll give you 3 of the engine. You're focusing on the engine, so that's 3 level 3.
Okay.
I got a 13.
That is also winning.
Okay, so that's another 3 plus another 1 because of your specialty.
Are they also
That's
tech level
4.
3?
4 level 3? Or level
Well, there isn't. That's not available. That's your 1 level 3 is all that's left, and then 2 level 2s, and then you finish. You guys finish in 10 minutes. While the other band group gets you just clear it out.
All right, I'm sorry. So with
You're
the
that
4,
efficient.
with the 4 scrap that I found, what's the breakdown on that?
So you get 1. So the total scrap available in the entire area is 4 level 3 and 4 level 2.
Oh.
But I gave you free bonus ones because you were nice to the people, but then you salvaged so quickly that it doesn't matter. So they're trying to help narratively, but they don't really need to do anything because you've
so we already
already
got
salvaged.
all the scrap, is what you're saying.
You
It's all
scrapped
gone.
everything,
Okay.
and they helped some. Let's just say,
All right.
because that's it. So you have a total now of 4 level 3, 4 level 2, and they are like, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" or what? And now it's like, what do you want to give them? If you want to give them anything.
Yeah, I
How
got
many-
9 level 1 scrap. I'll give them like 3 level 1 scrap. Is that good? Did we do it? Or is
I mean, that's a ton. If you want, I mean,
a
they would
lot?
take.
I don't know. I'm
2
trying.
quickly,
I'm thinking.
I
of
mean,
it
1 for 1 is what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Like they helped with 2, so if you want to give them 2 level 1s, but
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
like at that point they're just like, yeah, that'll trade us for that'll help us trade for whatever.
All right. So I give them two level 1s begrudgingly. And
Yeah.
I'm still very confused about what the hell we got. So who had like? I'm trying to keep like a tally.
It's
of
all
what
in the
I have
hauler.
In the hauler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're carrying it all.
Okay. So do you know what we have? Because right now all I have written down is 7 level 1 scrap and 2 level 2 scrap. but there's some level 3 scrap in there, right?
Nope. There's 4 level 3, 4 level 2, and whatever I stopped doing the level ones because you just
whatever.
And then
I'm
that's
on.
So yeah, you're gonna do 4 level 3, 4 level 2, and then whatever you had for level 1 minus 2,
All right,
because
so
you
7,
just gifted that to them.
All right, 4
So
level
probably
3,
5.
4 level 2, and 7 level 1.
There you go.
Or is it 7 minus 2 or
I had
7
9.
after you gave them? Oh, well, then yes, then 7. Yeah. But you can hold 31.
yeah.
Well, I can hold. So I
32.
I looked at that closer. I can
Something
hold
fucking ludicrous.
16 is my cargo cap, but when I activate that's where the 32 comes in. When I activate where the hell is it? My hull magnetizer, it becomes 32.
What do you have to do to activate that?
There's a switch that's like underneath the steering wheel.
Oh, I was like,
No.
I thought if it's a passive thing, that's fine.
No, it's not. There's rules around it. I think it lasts for a certain amount of time.
So I can carry 6.
Because you might be over 16, man.
Well,
like you just told me you had 9.
I have 15. Well, now I have 15. I have 15.
Oh, okay. Then you're
pieces,
good. Then you're almost full. Okay,
unless like the level, unless the level like
the level does not matter now.
Okay, all right.
I mean, he's going to throw half of that at somebody anyway.
I mean, it's all going. It's all going.
The effect lasts for 1 hour.
1 hour. So when I turn it
on,
for 1 hour, I can hold 32.
End.
Yeah.
Yikes,
okay.
Man.
Well, I can hold 6. I think Jesse, you can hold 6, right?
Yep, I can hold 6.
I have my capacity is 16 without it on.
Yeah.
And I have 15.
Right.
Yeah, but you
hold now.
Yeah.
So you can only hold 1 more because it's going to take us hours to get back.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm assuming so it only lasts for an hour. So do I have to we have to wait for an hour before I can use it again, or is it?
No, so it takes 2 EP in order to activate.
Yeah, but if it only lasts for an hour, it's
you could just every hour burn 2 points.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Now I'm seeing the relation
until he maxes out and then has to roll, and then explodes.
No, it's your EP. It doesn't cost heat, so it doesn't create heat.
So the energy points.
He's just using whatever is EP. The energy points. I can't remember.
So the energy points. I have
so then,
4. Technically, I could do it for 2 hours. Is what you're saying? If I have to use 2 energy points to launch it, what the fuck page is that on? I missed that whole energy point thing.
No, so each mech has energy points.
Yeah, I have 10, but that's all there is.
There it is.
EP, yeah.
I think that just is a constant drain on it, right?
So it lowers it down by that number.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you had that,
so every hour when you activate it, you get it to use it for an hour.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha.
So then that basically means you can't shoot a laser, right? Times or whatever.
How do we acquire equipment? Because I'm also debating on just giving them the kit. I mean, it's suture spray.
I can make pilot equipment.
Okay, yeah. Then I just give them. I give them the, this. I'm gonna say the suturing spray is in a little medical kit or whatever, right?
Sure,
yeah. So he gives them the medical kit too. He says, "All right, you guys got it rough out here. Why don't you just keep this with you? I can always pick up another one."
Oh, wow. I mean, thanks. That's really generous.
Look, you might want to look about getting into one of these crawlers. I'm telling you, it's you got some freedom out here in the waste, but you don't even have a mech. This is where I was. At least we have a mech.
I mean, we're all pretty. I don't know. It's hard to convince someone. Although I heard Scrapper's Bluff. I heard they used to be a crawler, and now they got crippled somehow in a fight. Now they're just stuck there. So maybe they would take us, but I don't know if they could fix that.
So now their crawler is a stander, is what you're saying.
He did it.
Yeah. It's not good. But maybe they would take us, but I don't know. We'd have to get some serious scrap, but I don't know. Based on what I've heard, I don't think we want to go in there. But good luck to you all.
Oh yeah, what'd you hear? What's going on over there? We ran into some traders. They said they were heading up that way.
Oh, no, into the city. Not Scrapper's Bluff. Into the city. I don't know. I heard some ships, not what crashed, but I think some other ships might be on the way, or at least close. And we stay out of there. I don't know. There's a fucking monster in there.
A monster? What do you mean a monster?
Like a giant creature.
Fuck, he looks at Scarecrow and Coot and he's like, you don't think it's one of those fucking tech beastie things, do you?
I think I might want to get
Bio-Titan?
rid of some of this heat before we head into the middle of the city.
I mean, yeah, I guess. If there's a Titan in there, I don't we might fall short of the goal here. I mean, we still need another tech level 3 scrap here to keep that crawler going.
Well, I think we might be able to pull something off that thing if we can take it down.
And everything I hear about those things is not something you want to mess around with, Scarecrow.
Come on, Coot's gonna throw a bunch of shit at it. What can possibly go wrong?
I mean, I got a bunch of level 3 scrap I can load into that thing.
You can't throw the level 3 scrap.
Oh,
Coot.
we need the level 3. Damn it, Coot, losing it. We need the level 3 scrap. All
You can throw everything else.
everything else but the level 3 scrap. I'll remember it. I promise. Dingo, I'll remember it. I promise.
All right, well, shit. If there's a fucking monster in there, then maybe we should.
I don't think it's an opportunity that you really pass up.
Well, I'm not saying I want to fight it, but if we're gonna fight it, we want to have Scarecrow maxed out so we can actually do something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. Why don't we rest up? We'll I'll do some once over on these, make sure that we're running max efficiency. And then
we're gonna clear out of here before unless did we already clear out of the area before the corpo crew, whatever came in, or
No, well, the guy said that there was
did I
ships
miss?
that came in, or
Oh, they're already there.
sounded like they were
Yeah,
close
yeah.
or whatever.
Okay. Missed that.
So
I'll yell down
Yeah.
to the kid. Hey kid, you know a place where maybe we could take a little bit of cover, rest up for a minute around here before getting into the middle of the city?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we could go to the warehouse. That's where we've been taking the scrap that we've been hauling, so we could fit in there. It's pretty hidden. People were like, come on, let's go quick. If you need to cool down, like,
You guys
Yeah.
think?
yeah.
yeah, let's do it. And
All
how
right.
many people are we looking at?
15.
Okay. As we're walking back to the Mechs, I just get real close to Coot and I say, "You might want to sit in the Mech, just in case." Like, I think it's fun.
To be honest, that's where I want to be all the time anyway. So I'll just go.
All right. I mean, I'll schmooze. Scarecrow does this
Yeah.
thing. I
We'll
think
lock
it's
all the
probably
doors.
fine, but
Batten down the hatches.
yeah, you don't want to take any chances.
No chances at all.
All right. And yeah, we
Yeah.
follow him
Coot
over to the
goes
warehouse.
and he spoons all the.
Yeah, you take an
Crap.
hour to to let Scarecrow shut down his mech and cool down. Everyone seems friendly. It's as tense as you guys seem. So they're no, they don't try anything. But they're also not like super trustworthy of you. They're like, "Hey, we're here to help. Thank you so much." But like, that's it. But like, yeah, they kind of are like, they tell you their story. They're just wastelanders. They haven't ever gotten a chance to join a crawler, and they've just been salvaging what they could, getting what they can, trading what they can for food and water as they need it, and trying to survive. So yeah, they just kind of eke out what they can. And so they're like, yeah, maybe we could get to Scrapper's Bluff and like, I don't know, maybe we can help them like rebuild their crawler and they'll let us be part of that. That's what they're hoping now. So
And this is their whole group is just these 15 people.
that's it. That's all they are. Yeah. There's a handful. Yeah. There's like this younger guy seems pretty strong. You don't know his deal, but he's not emaciated or anything. So he seems fairly well taken care of. So maybe he defected from a corpo or something. I don't know. And then everyone else is sort of like, pretty standard wastelander, mixed age, gender. Like it's just a motley crew of folks. Of 9 is the youngest kid. So
Yeah. I mean, I would say
yeah.
to these guys in a quiet minute, I mean, what do you think? You want to, talk to the carrier and see if maybe we pick these guys up?
Could
I mean,
always
if they're-
use more help, right?
Yeah. I mean, if they're living out here, they're good at finding scrap. They're still alive.
Maybe we could like tell them like there's like a 3 scrap per person tax, right?
I mean, the problem is that the crawler's not going to be able to get down here, right? Like they need to be able to get up to safety. If they can get up there, I'm willing.
It would
to vouch
take
for
it would take a
but-
long walk. That is true.
Because each one of those segments is a day, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, do we have any sense of whether or not the crawler's kind of coming in this direction? I mean, if they're hot dropping us, oh yeah, because they'd have to.
I
get
mean,
to
I
a
don't think
spot.
that the
That's
crawler
problem.
can get into this area, right? Like, it's,
I think it's more of a.
I just mean like close to the area, like not in where we're,
No, but it sort of dropped you like in an area as it's gonna swing by, and like it's not going to change. It's gonna leave with you, or I mean, I guess it. No, I mean it might wait for you, but
yeah.
days
It's not gonna
because
wait
it needs
days.
us to move.
like because it needs you the tech, like it doesn't totally cripple it if it doesn't
Right.
get the tech. Like you have a couple times that you cannot succeed and it just fucks stuff up, but
Right.
like it's not gonna wait days and think like, hey, you are gonna still make it back. There's other teams that are out that are like also trying to get scrap to keep things going, so like theoretically, like maybe they eke by, but like, yeah, I didn't really think about it, but yes, they would have a hard time getting to your crawler in time for it to make much of a difference. Plus, you also have like a whole mission to accomplish in the meantime. Right?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just, since this is my background, he's kind of, he's sensitive to it a little bit.
Sure. I mean, their thing is, according to them, Scrapper's Bluff has a crawler that's disabled that
Right.
needs scrap. and that's what they would be like. We could make it there if you could help them, but then like that's a lot to give. So, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And John, you're running a mule, right?
Yep. Yeah. Mule.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just
Real
something
quick,
he would bring up.
Dingo, did your mech take any damage when we were fighting the back
I
there?
just took one.
All right. Well, in the downtime, I'll pull
Sure.
my tools and try to patch you up. So I'll
Okay.
restore 4 structure points to you.
Okay.
So I'll do
Sounds
that.
good.
I'll wipe my heat. We spend an hour doing that.
I will say, I will. So I'll say it's getting a little dark. I don't know how many hours. It's not been that many hours.
No, it's,
I mean, they
it's
would've-
only been a few hours.
Yeah, they would have
Yeah.
dropped us in the morning, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I think you're good. I was gonna say like I don't think you really have any idea. The next location, I was gonna say like we can cliffhang there, but like it's just through the industrial area. It looks like you head toward the scrappers say there is some sort of lake. There's some radiated lake there. The wastelanders. So that's what you're headed toward.
Okay. I used to
And
just
I don't
ask
know.
them,
On a break there.
did they see any other parts come down? Because like our intel was that there was like 3 sections or something as the ship broke apart. Right?
Yeah, they're pretty sure a section came down near the lake or in the lake, and then in the central plaza was another piece, which is connected to the lake. Actually, I can just show you that map real quick. Anyway, it's
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, he
don't read all the stuff. You're at industrial, and then you have to go to lake, then plaza, but there's these other 2 areas that you can explore as well. So,
Gotcha.
yes, the things landed here and here. So,
Okay. Cool.
there we go. That was session 1. I think we can get through it in 2 sessions. I think we're good.
Challenge
No,
accepted.
we can't. There's still like a million. There's still like so. If you want to completionist it, it's not possible. There's too many things, too many other encounters. So, but you would get through a lot of it. So,
Okay. Sounds good. Well, let's wrap this up because John's got a scoot.
yep.
So no Jim, but Neil, you got a podcast to plug?
Oh, is Love Blind? Get it where podcasts are downloaded.
Links
It's
in the
just
show
about
notes.
Love is Blind. Links in the show notes. Yeah, we just bullshit about the show Love is Blind, and apparently, according to an iTunes review, only talked about toilets or talked too much about toilets, and the review was irrelevant. Who think about what the audience wants to hear? Nobody wants to hear about toilets. We want to hear about happenings from the show. And I was like, I don't know. I think if I was talking about toilets, they were probably more interesting than a toilet that is the reality show. Like,
Yeah, the show itself, which is
show is kind of a
toilet.
toilet of television. So, like, I think it's apropos, is it not? Like, someone's going to be like, he doesn't even like the show. I was like, it's entertaining, but let's all admit, most of the people are going to be famous now.
It's a toilet.
So, like,
Yeah.
like it's not good. It's not good for anybody almost across the board. So, like, that's the whole disaster of it. So, anyway,
That's pretty good though that
it's-
you had somebody who was listening who cared enough about the show to want to hear you talk about it. You know,
Right.
like that's saying something in itself.
you know, I'm gonna. That's
The
the
show used to
nicest-
be about the show. Now it's about toilets. Like I'm out.
I didn't read it that way, but now it's the most positive review I've ever gotten.
Right?
They They spoke truth to power
Yeah,
about
they did.
Love is Blind,
They
and now
held
all
the
they talk
space
about
for
is toilets.
Truth to power.
They cared enough to leave the review,
They
and you know
sold out
people don't
the
leave a
big
review and then
toilet.
stop listening.
Sold out.
Right.
Big
toilet
toilet
company got
has them
them.
in their pocket. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't know, man. How much could I have? Now, my question, I want to say how much could I have talked about toilets, but knowing me in this show,
Forever.
the answer is a lot. So, I don't know. Listen to the show and tell me if I talk about toilets too much. Please. Anyway, that's my plug.
We're not
Cool.
enough.
Sweet. Right.
Or not enough. I'll talk about toilet. I actually want a spite segment that's just toilets. I don't know what I'll say about them, but just do it every episode now. The toilet report.
Cast.
Just Google every model of every toilet. that
Yeah,
ever
and we'll
pops
talk
up on
about them. Yeah,
screen.
and we'll just start. Yeah, we'll just start talking
read off
about
the
them.
specs.
Like, what I like about it, what I think I wouldn't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, aren't we wrapping the show up?
Yeah,
Or
we're
not?
wrapping the show up.
Okay.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. We have our Patreon up. If you want to throw a couple of bucks our way, it helps defray costs. That's great. Ratings and
You
reviews.
had a chance to say throw some scrap our way. You had
Oh,
your
I
chance.
did. I couldn't. It didn't hit me in the moment while I was doing it. I'm like, credits? No, that's not right. Ratings and reviews on iTunes or whatever your podcatcher of choice is. You can complain about how we don't talk about toilets. I don't know, whatever. We have
Or
core
don't we?
Not enough toilet talk.
You got to tune in for the post show for that. There's core products available, runners not yet, maybe never at some vague point in the future. Core Cthulhu's available, Monster Hunt, Day Trippers, Core Micro, all that stuff's in there. So check that out if you like our core based shows. And yeah, thanks for checking us out, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace.